listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
Hello, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to New Kids on the Pod. I am one of your hosts.
Joker, here, us island folk, we don't say hello. We don't say hi. We say aloha. Mm-hmm. People from the Big Island, such as myself and Tony.
I mean, you got one thing right. That's big.
Yeah, we're from the Big Island, brada. You got, hey, Joker, you're too uptight. Mellow out.
You have never been on the Big Island, and Tony has been there for like 3 days, and he thinks he's from the
I was
island.
there for 7 days, and the natives have accepted me
Tell them about
as
it.
one of their own. I'm no longer a mainlander.
Anyway, welcome New Kids on the Pod. That is Momba, supposedly from the Big Island. He's just big. And then Tony D also thinks he's from the Big Island, but he was only there for like 2 days.
I
And
bet
now
you
he's
were rooting for the Japs. During Pearl
You
Harbor.
can't call him Japs, dude. That's
the Japanese.
Momba's
Apologies.
views do not.
Apologies.
Hey, man, he could have gone a lot worse. I mean, that's actually kind of pretty.
I mean,
tame.
I just hyphenated it.
Yeah, it's like you shorten it.
Yeah, that's it. No big deal, right?
It's like calling the Polish Poles. That's not cool.
That's bad?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's like that's old term like slang, like itais. Can't say shit like that.
But it's just shortening the actual word, though.
No, man, but they used it in as a derogatory term
Like when you
before.
like when you're
It's like spick, Hispanic.
my
spick.
grandfather when he's referring to African Americans, he said the blacks. That's fine, right?
I don't know if that's
Or-
fine, but it's not as bad as like other
What-
words you could call them.
All right. He also uses colored. That's
Well,
That's
how old is he? Isn't he
That's
like,
not. I don't think
my
that's.
grandfather is like in his mid 80s.
Okay, so I guess he gets a pass.
I get.
I don't know about
When you're that old, I guess you
I'm
can
not
say
gonna
whatever-
start-
You can say whatever you want when you're that old.
I'm not gonna start correcting what my grandfather says. He's
I'm pretty sure he's been saying it longer than you've been born.
yeah, exactly.
Or longer than you've been alive. So at this point, he's got to let it ride.
So we're finally back together.
We are.
We
The
were one
gang-
episode.
The gang is back. You guys had that one episode without me.
The next
Then we
episode
had
was
the
without
one episode
Mamba.
without Mamba, and then after that
We
we
skipped.
skipped. So that first episode.
Did we skip because
So that first episode, like you were the highlight because I wasn't here. Then I was the highlight because you weren't here.
That's
and
not what I
then,
heard. I heard
and
that
then
you were
and
not
then
the
and then
highlight.
and then the week that we skipped, everybody was happy that just they had to listen to Junkyard.
I heard that we skipped last week because, you've taken a new attitude towards life since you came back from the island.
I did.
Yeah.
I have a more laissez-faire.
You traded in your watch, which I assume you had before you went to Hawaii.
I did. Look, no more watch
for beads,
for lava rocks,
lava rock.
which are cool because you can diffuse like essential oils in there.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Where's your shark tooth or whatever the fuck?
Oh, I didn't wear it today. No, I don't have it.
Where's your tattoo?
Oh, I mean, I have a shirt on. I can't.
Yeah, you can just pull it up.
I-
They
no.
went down. It went down to right here.
No, it came right here. But I can't. It's like
It's gone
it's a fucking dress shirt.
because it's
dude.
not there anymore.
It's there.
It washed off.
It's there.
That wash off tattoo washed
Now
off.
shut the
show
fuck
me,
up.
Show us.
Why don't you mind your own goddamn business?
Show the camera.
Why don't you mind your own goddamn business?
I will say he came back tatted out. He looks like Roman Reigns.
I came back so tatted up. I was getting recruitment letters by MS-13. For those that don't know, MS-13 is a hardcore gang from El Salvador, and they're tatted the fuck up. Like, just Google MS-13 and you will see some scary motherfuckers.
He looks like Roman Reigns after like years of chemo.
Oh,
I don't know how that's funny. I fail to see the humor in your
Because
cancer
Roman
joke.
Reigns has leukemia.
I fail to see the humor in your cancer joke.
Because
know what?
That is, not only is that not funny, it is insensitive and not funny.
How about I don't care,
you know what is funny?
especially about Roman Reigns.
My girlfriend's brother, who's an avid wrestling fan, came up with this joke that leukemia jobbed to Roman. For those who are not affiliated with wrestling,
I don't understand what that means.
jobbed mean if you're a jobber, that means your job is to lose wrestling matches to make the other person
You're,
look
you're,
good.
you're like, yeah, you're like a
You put the other person over.
No, it's kind of like
Yeah, you're putting the other.
It's like if you ever like are into illegal dog fighting, you're a bait dog. They just throw you out there. Just
Yeah,
to-
yeah. There you go. You're there to a tune-up. You're a tune-up.
yeah.
So essentially,
You're a sandbag.
cancer job to Roman Reigns. Not saying that it was.
So he put
See-
Roman Reigns over.
Yeah, there you go. He did.
Yeah. So see, now that's a funny joke. Like that was actually funny. Not what you said. Yours was just insensitive.
I'm still skeptical.
That was the
though.
point.
Still
Why not be
skeptical.
insensitive?
I mean,
He didn't have leukemia. Is that what you're saying?
I'm no doctor. No doctor. But if he,
Do you have your doubts?
You're a doctor at eating ass.
thank you. That means a lot.
Completely-
Colonoscopy.
Completely,
is what they're medically called.
completely unrelated to the topic, but okay, throw that
But-
in there.
Don't when people go to chemo, they like lose weight. You see signs, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he stepped out of the public spotlight for like a few months.
I mean, they look kind of like Tony. He's really, really skinny. They lose a lot of hair. I mean,
jeez,
Damn,
that's offensive.
that is kind of. I mean, that is kind of offensive.
Are you,
come on, guys. It's
well, have you been like jotting down stuff? And-
straight off the old dome piece.
He was mad that like his time to shine was when both of us were absent, and not once was he the highlight of the podcast.
I should have done an episode by myself last
So
week.
he's you technically did the third week, didn't you?
Third week. What was the third week?
you could have
last
like
week?
No, the week that we skipped.
Yeah, that
It's the
should have
same-
been. That
it's
should
the-
have been.
It's the same thing.
it would have been an ASMR video. Like
What is it? What is ASMR? Again?
ASMR's when you whisper,
Oh,
and then you make the sound effects to whatever you're doing. Like I'm gonna drink. And then like for some reason,
And
millions of people tune into that shit.
should I do it?
There's this girl that does ASMR.
is she
And-
sexy?
She is like so sad, and I'm pretty sure that's the only goddamn reason people like. If you're sexy, you can make it in YouTube on like the most weirdest
Anything.
shit.
Cooking.
Anything. Like yeah, you need to have some discernible talents, or you just gotta be hot.
Same thing with
Tony Laren. Like Tony Laren.
Oh yeah. There you go.
She made it in business or in her politics because she's hot.
Same
You
thing
mean,
with.
you mean Tommy Laren?
Oh, that's what I meant.
Yeah, that's what
Tony
I
Laren.
was like. I was
Did I
confused.
say Tammy?
No, you said like some weird.
You
as
said
fuck.
Tony Lynn.
I didn't
Yeah.
say Tony.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was like,
I
what the
swear.
f- Yeah,
No,
you
I
did.
said Tommy.
No, you sounded like Tony.
Same thing
Tommy.
with.
And I heard it the second time too. So because the first time I heard it, I was like,
Tommy.
"The fuck did he
Tommy
say?"
Laren.
Yeah,
That's
the-
not what you said though.
you
whatever.
said you did say Tony.
Anyway,
Did
the point
I?
is you're
I
a
meant
fucking
Tommy.
okay. The point is you're a fucking idiot.
Also, continuing on, if you're a girl, if you're an attractive girl, you could just play video games, and people
Oh, like
Like that one
like
bitch.
Twitch,
like Pokemon.
like that one bitch, that one woman.
That one female.
Like I said, that one bitch.
Jesus,
All right, well,
which bitch are you speaking of in particular?
can you specify the bitch you were
Well, I
talking
don't know,
about?
whatever the bitch you showed us that one
Oh, I
time.
showed you Pokemon.
Yeah, her.
Yeah, she's pretty attractive.
She is.
She gets a lot of views
I heard she's a bitch.
in real life.
Yeah, Tony's like, didn't he tell us about all the shit that people were hating on her for?
Oh yeah, because she does copyright strikes
Yeah.
for people that like
Oh, badmouth her. Yeah.
people that badmouth her videos.
Yeah,
or-
see, there you go. She's a bitch. Hence, bad bitch.
I mean, when you put it that way, I'd have to agree. All right, agreed. I mean, I'm not gonna call her that.
Did we?
I will.
Did we talk
but
about
I'm
this?
glad you
How
will.
like all YouTube personalities and streamers, they always make a video of their problems with other YouTubers and streamers. They all hate each other.
Yeah, there's like there's like a whole there's like actually not a whole there's like there used to be like a few, but now there's like a whole series, a whole gaggle of YouTube video of channels, and all they are is just dissecting YouTube beef.
Yeah,
And I want to say it's the stupidest shit ever, but that shit is fucking fascinating.
we should get in on.
Like I will sit there and I will like I watched the whole the James Charles and the Tati beef.
Yeah.
Like I watched like 4 different like analysis of it. That shit was fucking great. And if you guys want to watch a good video or a good channel, it's called The Right Opinion. This guy pull up The Right Opinion on YouTube, and he has like the coolest intro, so you can play. It's like the first 3 seconds, whatever.
We're gonna get a copyright strike.
No, he's not a twat.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure?
Positive.
But you know, YouTube does it automatically. It doesn't mean like he has to do it.
Well, I mean, what are they gonna do? Demonetize us? We're not in it for the money. We've already proved to our fans that we will go above and beyond for our love of the craft.
I was
You're
originally
gonna play
in it
this,
for-
right?
I was
For
originally
everybody
in
to
it
see?
for the money.
Or just audio.
It's just. I mean, yeah, you can do it. See, it's not really. It's just an intro. Like I just want them to hear what he says. He's like an English bloke.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to The Right Opinion, the home of a twat with too much free time. And today we're going to my favourite genre of all, music. Because your boy here, he loves the tunes. It's pretty much what I'm raised on. As I write the script...
So basically all his videos start like that. He's like, welcome to The Right Opinion, at home with a twat. There's too much time on his hands. And he just like, he goes in like in-depth analysis of like, either like, go click on videos. He does like just different like beefs that's going on, whatever is happening, and like see like all that shit that's going on. Like he did the James Charles bullshit, and they're pretty like very like detailed in depth, because like if you look, they're like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Like he actually goes like he'll like, even if you know nothing about it, like he'll go to the beginning, like, all right, this is how it started, this is who this person is, and like
I kind of want to watch these now.
Dude, they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
You have too much time on your
So
hands.
what you should do, you should definitely shut the fuck up.
It's true. How do you watch every TV show out plus all these YouTube shows? What the fuck else do you and play video games?
And work out.
I mean, it's
what the fuck?
It's great when you're not in a relationship.
When do you make time for masturbating?
Yeah.
Oh, you can always find. You do it during the videos.
What the fuck? You've
Oh,
asked me
good
to that guy?
No, not to that guy. I mean,
You're not masturbating to
to
it.
him.
But
It just happens to be in the background.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just can't you multitask?
No.
Like you
I have to
can't-
focus on masturbating.
Like, oh, see, I guess I have an innate gift then, because I'm able to crank one out. Doesn't matter what else is playing, worse is in the background.
Should we do an ASMR video with us like jerking off
There's-
into the mic?
I would not want to. That was terrible.
Onto the mic?
Like, well, yeah, and then you can spooge on the mic,
Ah.
and then like they can hear it just like splat, splat.
That's actually pretty disgusting. Like
And then
that would ruin the pop filter.
We'll do. Well, just buy another one. We'll do. And then we'll do one with like a chick masturbating.
Ooh.
All right. Well, you do that and let me know how that goes.
And then like we could do the camera on the face so you could see their vinegar strokes. you know.
Well, Junkyard, I didn't think it was possible. I really didn't. But we have hit a new low in this podcast.
Don't we hit new lows like all the time?
That's what's like amazing. Like just when we thought like, all right, this is as bad as it's gonna get.
You know what? I don't think it's the idea that you came up with. I just think it's when you say it. There's just there's an ugliness behind it.
Yeah, it's almost like we want to think you're joking, but you sound like you've given it like a lot of thought.
I actually just thought about it right now when you guys talking about ASMR.
Like I feel like you've given it more thought than you should.
There's just some insidious thoughts behind that idea. Like if I would have said it, I would have said it with a little bit more upbeat, fun. But you're like, yeah, let's have an ASMR video.
Yeah, it's all in your delivery. Like if Mama would have said it, like it would have been funny. It was like, oh yeah, we should jerk off in the microphone. Ha, I had a good joke, and then move on. But you're like, hey guys, why don't we jerk?
You know
off?
what?
And then it'll sound like this, and then it'll go on the microphone. I'm like, dude, you're like really getting specific on that shit.
You know what would be really weird, guys? If we all just jerked off.
Yeah, wouldn't that be weird? We should totally do it. Like, no, thank you. Hard pass for me. Thanks.
We should do an episode watching porno and like critiquing it. Like they can't see the porno, only we can see the porno, and then they can, if they wanted to go look it up, they can follow along.
I
So,
like.
so you want to make a video of them watching us?
No, not
So-
nobody's gonna like the video isn't of them watching us. The video is of us watching
That's why.
porno.
So the video is just them watching us look at a screen that they can't see,
yeah,
and then
and critiquing this porno, and then they can look up the porno on their own behalf because we can't put porno up on YouTube.
Or how about we make?
or we do that, but we do it on Pornhub, and you can put whatever the fuck you want up there.
This is true.
How about
It
we
could be a
take
Pornhub only series.
the Ultimate Surrender videos because it was pretty entertaining, and we do play-by-play color commentary, and we really make that sport legitimate. We hype it up.
I don't know. I just think it's just the fact that you're suggesting that three dudes sit around and watch porn and then record themselves.
What's wrong with that? Me and Momba watch porn together.
I mean, that's cool, man.
Me and
Hey,
you watch porn together.
If that's your thing, have we? No, we haven't.
Yeah, we have.
Well,
Softcore porn.
I will
Remember? We
also
watched the Cinemax movies.
I will also say it's not like I was.
Did we? I don't remember. Oh yeah, we did watch some Skinemax.
Like Emmanuel.
yeah.
I will also say that It's not like I agreed to it.
Mom and I watched
I was just
tequila.
hanging in your room. I wasn't hanging in your room.
Yeah, you were.
Scratch that.
And where were you sitting in his room? Because
Well, there's nowhere else to sit.
Oh no! I didn't ask about the options. I asked where were you sitting.
Okay. Full discretion.
No.
For those who don't know what Junkyard's room looks like,
Just it doesn't matter what his room looks like. You're in his room. Just where were you sitting?
there's nowhere to sit
No. Just answer the question, and you can elaborate later.
besides his bed.
But the answer is you're sitting on his bed.
Can I state where I sat on the bed?
Not yet. And where was Junkyard sitting?
On the bed as well.
And where was your other friend, Alejandro, sitting?
On the bed as well.
So we're talking about 3 dudes in Junkyard's room. That's very poorly lit, by the way. All sitting on the bed.
In different spots of the bed.
Well, yeah, you can't all be sitting on top of each other. Well, you could sit on top of each other, but
Yeah.
I mean,
there was space between our bodies.
like how much space?
Arm's length.
No, his bed's not that big. So you could easily reach out and touch someone else, right?
Okay, I could, but this was like a roller coaster. Arms inside at all times. No reaching out and trying to grab anything.
No funny business.
No, none at all. Wasn't allowed.
And you guys also had a remote viewer as well, joining you on that
Oh,
session.
okay. So that means
There's twice.
That's
That
also
happened.
okay. So that means it's not weird then, because there was a woman watching with us as
And who
well.
was that woman?
Be it against her will or not, but it was Junkyard's wife.
Well, she was sleeping for part of it.
But it counts. She was in somewhat of the vicinity.
That time we had a 4th person in the bed with us,
Who?
Eric,
We were watching porn with him too.
because we were watching the UFC fight. It was the 3 of us.
Oh,
It was
and
the
then
4
we
of us.
started watching.
We watched the Ultimate Surrender.
Pornography after that. Yeah.
It's nothing like some sweaty dudes to really get you going, you know?
Gross.
I mean, hey man, it's 2019.
You missed out, Tony.
You did.
I sounds like I missed.
I can
one,
throw some up on the screen right now. We can start this segment right now.
Sounds like it was a barn burner.
Where were you, bro? Pounding puss? How gay of you.
You queer.
We love the gays here at NKOTP.
So I know you guys already talked about this, and I don't want to tread where we already tread, especially if it was a previous episode.
Then don't bring it up.
But I heard Junkyard is a bully.
I don't have a bully.
You know what? We can talk about that all. So Junkyard does have a bully.
I do not have a
And
bully.
I remember we talked about it here because we did talk, and it's a good thing you brought it up because there have been new revelations
Oh.
ever since. So for those that you tuned in or didn't tune in last episode, Junkyard has a bully.
I don't have a bully.
He
Junkyard is also 35 years old.
exactly. Junkyard's also a grown man, and he has a bully. So Junkyard, one of his gripe was that he doesn't like it when people call him chief, like "Hey chief" or "What up, boss." Like he doesn't like that, which is fine. I mean, hey, you don't like it, you don't like it. So his gripe was that someone that he works with calls him that constantly, and Junkyard doesn't like
He's
it.
only called me that twice, not
Anyway,
constantly.
so-
and I've only seen those are the only 2 times.
So
I've
first
seen
of all, Junkyard. So this is.
him. I haven't seen him since.
This is where there seem to be holes in Junkyard's story because at first he says it bothered him enough to where he had a gripe about it.
That he brought it up.
a
he
lot,
brought
a
it
lot
up.
of things bother me.
But it was
I'm petty.
But then when like as I bring it up, he's like it was only like twice. I'm like okay, well then if it wasn't that big a deal, then why would you bring it up?
Because I bring everything up.
So the point is,
It's a podcast about talking.
So basically, Junkyard's downplaying the amount of times this has happened.
No, it's only happened twice.
He's downplaying it. Junkyard says twice. It probably happened like 10
No,
times.
it happened twice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no one believes you, Junkyard.
One time when it was
Yeah.
the first day of school. The second time,
All right, Junkyard.
a couple
Junkyard,
days
I'm
later.
gonna tell you why no one cares because no one believes you.
you don't believe me.
No one believes you, and I'm gonna.
Our listeners believe me.
So Junkyard has this bully that
He's not a fucking bully.
so calls him chief, like hey chief.
No, it's boss.
So I remember Junkyard was like, oh, I hate that. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But like, what are you gonna do, Junkyard? Are you gonna go up to him and be like, hey, like, don't call me that? No, I'm good. I'm not gonna say anything because I don't like confrontation. I'm like, so you're just gonna let this guy just call you chief?
he doesn't
every
call me
single
chief.
time?
He called me boss, and he only
or
called me
boss.
boss twice.
You know this guy call you boss and chief every time he sees you,
And it irks you?
and it irks you. But you're just gonna be like, oh man, I'm not gonna say anything though.
You gotta say something, man.
So anyway, that's exactly what we said. So we even did some role play, like, hey, like, can you at least like, because obviously Junker Pride doesn't know how to approach the situation. So one of our buddies, Turok, was gracious enough to, lend his acting skills and be like, all right, this is what you should say. And I don't know if it helped, but so the new revelation was that
but you guys were
'Cause-
we were doing it at the bar on Saturday.
Yeah.
Or you and Turek were doing it at the bar.
Yeah.
So he wasn't there.
yeah. So but then he wasn't at the bar, but he was at our friend's barbecue
Okay.
the following week. Was it the following week? or
No, it was the
following
week
day?
before.
A week before.
That was when he was in Mexico.
So anyway, when you were in Mexico, so we're talking about that whole issue and how. So then we're like, you know what? I understand. Maybe the guy's intimidating. Maybe because he's a gym teacher. So
Oh,
he's
okay.
probably some big tatted up dude. So he shows a picture, and it's like a fucking kid. the guy looks like he graduated high school last year. So it's like a teacher's aide. A gym teacher's elementary school aide is bullying him.
First of all, I'm not being bullied. Second of all, he's not an aide. He's a teacher. Third of all,
So-
he's only said it twice, so it's not
So
bullying.
the thing is, like, at first we're all like, you know what? I can understand because like if there was some big fucking swole ass dude like, hey, what up, boss? We're like, yeah, what up, man? I mean, I get it. You don't want to get your ass kicked, but then when he showed us a picture of this little twat, I was like, dude, that kid looks like he's like 15. So it turns out it's the elementary gym teacher's aide that's bullying him, and he's like 15, like 3 hairs on his face.
Junker, what do you say for yourself?
I already said what I had to say. It's not he's not an aide. He is a gym teacher, and he's not a bully. He said boss twice. You're just exaggerating the story.
So if that, I believe what you say, but what if you go to work tomorrow and he sees you and he's like, "What up,
Boss.
Tiger?" Or
Hey, champ. How you doing, slugger?
what are you gonna do?
Probably the same thing he's been doing the past 10 times.
I'm gonna punch him in the
Nothing.
face. How about
you ain't
that?
gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit.
Nothing.
I'm gonna put the smackdown.
I
on.
kind of had the same situation today. So for the past couple of days, I had this guy shadowing me, and he's a cool guy. I don't have a problem with him. I usually don't like people shadowing me because I like to, when I'm at work,
You're a lone wolf.
I just like to sit in my office and like I
Do
don't
nothing?
I don't like forced conversations.
You don't like forced interactions.
Yeah, forced interactions. But he turned out to be pretty cool. But I have a couple gripes about him. He has terrible mannerisms. Like, I'm a pretty gross guy, but if I burp, I'm gonna cover my mouth and like, you know what I mean. I'm gonna try to hold it in. Especially if we're in a compact room because
Yeah.
my office is not that big, and also the air conditioner is busted right now, so we're breathing in the same air. And I noticed pretty quickly that this guy likes to continuously belch without covering his mouth, and he almost purposely makes it louder because like wide open mouth, like, bleh. Probably sticks his tongue out. For the first day, I was like, okay, should I say something? I don't want to be a dick. I'll let it ride. And then today, he kept on doing it. I was like,
Bro.
I only have to hang with him for so long. Just don't bother.
Trying to write it out.
But I had to sit closer to him, and he sat in a way that he was facing me.
Ooh.
So it's not like
So you caught that breeze.
it's not like originally where we're both facing a computer. He was like sitting next, like where Tony is. He was like facing me. So I'm sitting there doing something, and all of a sudden he's like, "Blah," and he's fucking facing me. So it was like, Carlos, keep it in your goddamn mouth. We're in an office. I have to breathe the same air as you. And he laughed it off, but I also pretty sure he knew I was serious because he didn't do it for the rest of the day.
See, Junkyard, that's how you handle those type of situations that you don't like.
And also, you didn't have to think. I didn't have to think about it because at first, when he was doing it, I was like, "All right, don't be a dick." But when he did it in my direction, I kind of just like, it just came out of me. I was like, "Keep it in your goddamn mouth."
Yeah, so next time you go to work and Dylan comes up to you and says, "Hey, what up, boss?" Be like, "Hey, keep it in your goddamn mouth." It's easy as that.
Put some respect on my name.
There you go.
No one's gonna put respect on your name. Just tell him to keep it in his mouth.
Grab him by his collar,
I don't
by
think he has a collar.
by the whistle because he's
Yeah.
a gym coach.
Grab like you know. How,
I don't
yeah.
think they have whistles.
Why would they have whistles?
Well,
Gym
'Cause
teacher.
they don't use whistles.
Then he's not a real.
Grab
gym
him by his
teacher.
fucking
No,
lanyard.
none of the gym teachers have whistles.
Grab him by his lanyard.
I don't think he has a landing
And then
gear.
when he says like, "Hey, champ," grab him by his landing,
Yeah.
like Tony said.
Yeah.
Look him in his face and say,
Yeah.
"My name is Danielle."
Slap his Pokemon lunchbox out of his hand and be like, listen here.
My name is Danny. Get it right.
That's all you got to do.
Can you do that?
Yeah. Maybe you can catch him on the way while his mom's on his way to pick him up. You can be like, hey, don't call me that. or you know what? You can talk to his mom. Just say, hey, your son's kind of bullying me a little bit.
He's not a bully.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Maybe if you talk to the parents,
Why don't I just talk to his boss? But hey, can you tell him to stop calling me boss?
yeah, that's another option.
But then what if his mom is like, "Shut up.
Yeah, pussy.
Yeah. Stand up for yourself."
Which I would totally be okay with her saying that. I would have to agree.
Now I just call Momba to stand up for me, right, Momba?
Is that why?
That's why he wants you to go work with him, so you can stand up to these 15-year-old teacher aide bullies.
I mean, I'll do it. It's fine. I thought I was gonna be doing other stuff, but if you need me to like beat up some kids, man's gotta eat. All right, I gotta put food on the table.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You can be my enforcer.
Just I'll go with you to work.
You remember Boy Meets World? You could be Frankie Stechino.
I don't remember Boy Meets World because I never watched that stupid ass show.
That is a great show. And might I say, it aged very well.
Are you sure?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it did. I started watching it with my wife. She loves it.
You know what other show aged really well? The original 90210.
I don't think that aged well at all, actually.
No, I'm watching the whole thing again, and yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Just because it's good doesn't mean it aged well.
No, I'm saying it aged well.
Like, what do you call it? Like, you know what hasn't aged well? Thundercats. Or
That has-
He-Man. That shit's
no,
terrible.
a lot of those age cartoons have not aged well. That I agree.
It was a different time.
But you know what? It did age well. You ever seen the show Everwood? Great show.
I'm pretty sure that didn't even age well back when it was on TV.
What do you, like? So you're watching. Obviously, you watch Everwood. I'm assuming you're watching 90210 now.
Yes.
Like, how do you like allot your time? Like, so how many episodes of 902 would you say 90210 would you say you watch a night?
They're hour episodes, so maybe.
God damn, an hour?
Well, not an hour. They're like 50. I think 50 minutes.
Like
52,
45 minutes,
45,
right?
whatever. So I might watch like one or two, depending on what else I'm watching.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm still watching The Office on my third, fourth.
Oh, so you
Go
just
around.
flip through?
So I'll go to watch an episode or two of The Office. I'll watch. I saw Dave Chappelle. That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
That was not funny.
Why? Why is it not funny?
No, I honestly didn't. It has nothing to do with like because there was that Vice article that came out that you're right. They hate everything.
Yeah, Vice.
For those of you who don't know, so Dave Chappelle came out with a new special called Sticks and Stones, right? That's what it's called.
Hilarious.
And there were a couple articles that came out saying that it was terrible, but Vice specifically said because it was what was he say? It was anti-transgender.
Vice didn't give an opinion. They said you shouldn't watch.
No, they said something like it's against the transgenders. It's against
It's transphobic.
transphobic. It's like misogynist, right? Some shit like that. They put a bunch of like shit, but I didn't see any of that in it. Like,
yeah, near did I.
it was
That alphabet skit was
it was
hilarious.
it was fine. I didn't find anything offensive. I wasn't offended, but I
Well,
was
you're
like
not-
that's toting the line.
Well, of course you wouldn't be offended. You're not trans.
Yeah. I mean, I get it, but still, it's comedy. I mean, comedy's supposed to make you feel a little irked at some things. It's all comedy. Like that's what the point of comedy is. It's like it pushes the boundaries of like where it's like funny and awkward at the same time. Like the only thing that I found a little like iffy was the whole Michael Jackson thing, where he started talking about the Michael Jackson thing. Like I was like it wasn't. I wasn't offended, but I was like that's kind of like I said, toting the line. I think that was a little not uncomfortable.
Why
but
did he say that he didn't believe him?
Because he said he didn't believe the kids.
No, but
and,
why? He gave a reason why he didn't believe him.
do you remember Momba? I don't remember what like his reasoning behind it. He said that their stories changed or some shit, right?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Some shit like that. But I don't know. Like that was the only one where I was like, nah, you know, I'm not a big like. I don't know if I agree to that, but whatever. It's comedy, you know. I get it. But I just didn't find. I honestly did not find it that funny. The funniest parts for me, for those of you who don't watch, I'm not going to ruin the skits, but like he talks about the shotgun.
That was hilarious.
That was hilarious. The alphabet was funny. There was something else after. Oh, the school shooting. The school shooting thing was funny. The rest, I could have done without. I just didn't think it was funny. I honestly did not like. Yeah, like you know me. Mom has been in tons of shows, and when I laugh hard. You know, and I'm
Laugh
very
too hard.
right, and I'm very animated. I didn't laugh. Like I chuckled, but I didn't laugh. And
Did you laugh as hard as you laughed when you watched Dane Cook?
no, I didn't. Dane Cook was an innovator in his time. Not anymore, but he was. You know, what movie's fantastic that I just rewatched the other day because it was on Hulu
Good
and I was
Luck,
bored.
Chuck.
No, not Good Luck Chuck. My Best Friend's Girl with Dane Cook. Now that's a movie you can set your clock to.
I think
It's with Kate Hudson, Jason Biggs.
Oh,
yeah,
And Dane Cook?
Yeah, I remember.
is where Jason Biggs hires Dane Cook.
to like tank. His name was Tank in the movie. To tank it with the girl he liked or whatever, so he could go back. That was his job, was to like fuck up these like, so they think that he's a terrible person, so they can go back to their previous.
Yeah, I remember.
But anyway,
What about
that movie's
Employee of the
fantastic.
Month?
I didn't like that movie. I was never big. I didn't like that one or Good Luck Chuck. I wasn't a big fan of either of those movies. But My
haven't
Best
seen
Friend's
Good
Girl. That's Dane Cook's like best.
I didn't realize he made so many movies.
Dude, he was big, man.
Speaking of great movies on Hulu, you guys should watch A Simple Favor. With
I had that on my Plex.
with Blake Lively and
Anna Kendrick.
Anna Kendrick.
I've been meaning to watch that, but I
Anna
haven't.
Kendrick is Bay.
That's a ridiculous movie.
I've been meaning to watch it, but I haven't had a chance. Not that I haven't had a chance. I was gonna watch it like a couple months ago, but I was like,
Well, it's great.
it's on my queue.
I wouldn't say it was great.
But anyway, back to
It's not what your girlfriend said.
damn.
Yeah, I mean that's true. She thought it was
and
great.
that's also not what she said for you as well.
Damn.
Okay, I will say we have a living room that's where we do a majority of our TV watching. And she was already watching A Simple Favor. I couldn't tell her to turn it off. So I just sat there, and I'm pretty sure I was playing my Switch. Sure, I was playing Smash Brothers. So I was like kind of paying attention to it, but I wasn't intrigued by it.
Okay, see, this is where I don't believe your story, because you're saying you were playing Smash Brothers. Like, I don't believe you've ever touched that game,
Damn.
Bro,
and I will give you I'll give you the business to prove it.
I'll show you how much I dislike that movie when I fuck you up, bro.
Oh man,
So anyway, yeah, back to Sticks and Stones. He's had better specials. That was not his best. And I've recently seen funnier specials. Like, have you seen the latest John Mulaney? That shit's hilarious.
That was old.
The last one that he just came out with? He just came out with like
Last year.
it was a few months ago.
Are you sure?
Pretty positive.
No, you're not.
Yeah. I'll double check. I don't know when it came out. I just saw it a few months ago, but that one was
The
hilarious.
one he won an Emmy for?
Was it the one he won? Did he win an Emmy for one? I don't know.
He won an Emmy for one last year.
I don't know if that's the same one, but maybe. I don't know.
No.
Not Kid. No, that was a few years ago. Kid Gorgeous? Or no, it was a Kid Gorgeous.
Comeback.
No, the Comeback Kid was.
It might be Kid Gorgeous.
Might be Kid Gorgeous. You're right.
Anyway, yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that
That's
was
the-
way better than fucking Chappelle. in
That's
my
the
opinion.
only time. So my girlfriend, she has this annoying thing, where she doesn't laugh out loud. Like she'll chuckle, so I could be just dropping A material, and I'll get a out of her, which is fine. This is how I know John Mulaney was hilarious.
but how do you know it's a material though?
I'm on this podcast, right? I'm keeping it afloat, right? You still got a podcast to come record? You're welcome.
I don't think it's because of you.
Who else could it be?
Well, it floats
Well,
because
you're right. It's not because of Junkyard, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he's
So-
right. He's right.
By process of elimination.
Whatever stupid ass joke you're about to say, just keep it inside.
It floats because you're very buoyant.
Listen, Chief, whatever fucking. I knew you were gonna say some stupid shit like that. Just keep. Would you think you got a zinger?
Just keep it in your mouth.
Keep it inside.
Keep it in your goddamn mouth.
Anyway, back to John Mulaney. I knew it was funny because I looked over at my girlfriend, and her eyes were red, and she was crying, and she was covering her mouth because she was laughing so hard. I've never seen her laugh that hard. It was really good.
Yeah, and
I've always been a
I
fan
think,
of John
I think
Mulaney.
that was funnier than
And plus,
Sticks and Stones.
he's from Chicago, so.
Yeah. I don't know. I've seen a lot of even like we went to go see Aziz recently. I thought that was funnier than. I thought that was.
That
funnier
was a
than-
good one. And the Netflix special was pretty good.
Isn't it the same thing? That was the same. Thing.
Yeah, but I like the way they filmed it.
Oh, okay. But anyway, I think like those were funnier than Chappelle. Like this Chappelle one, they didn't do anything for me. It just wasn't. Like I wouldn't go as far to say like it was transphobic and like it was. I don't know. I've read like really bad things about it, but I mean it was bad. It just wasn't that bad.
I just thought
alright. It was okay.
I just thought it was funny because his last Netflix special is what got him in trouble with the trans community and everything. So he kind of doubled down and said more of those jokes, and it pretty much got the reaction that he wanted. Like like that Vice article was like, "Oh, don't watch it."
Right.
I used to really like Vice, but they kind of suck now. All they do is complain about like how this isn't cool.
If I say don't watch it, it's not because it's transphobic. It's more just because it's not that good.
I thought it was
Personally, I just didn't think
there
it
was
was
there was some jokes that kind of fell flat, like the Asian face one. Not
Yeah,
this
I
one.
didn't think that was that funny either.
That wasn't that fun, but other than that, I thought it was pretty smart. I liked it.
I think
In my eyes, Dave Chappelle can't really do no wrong. Even that movie that he came out with, Block Party, I still watched that a bunch of
What?
times, and I think a lot of people were disappointed about that. You never seen Block Party?
No, I don't think I've ever heard of it.
It was a movie that he came out with. It was a documentary. He had like a street festival in New York where he made a block party. He got a bunch of like hip hop artists together, like Common. He brought the Fugees together and he documented it. And I think a lot of people thought it was going to be like a stand-up special, but it was a documentary.
Oh.
But I still thought it was. I still thought it was.
I haven't
good.
seen it. Is it on Netflix?
You could probably find it on some streaming service. It's old, but
Is it on Netflix?
yes, it is.
Are you guys excited for Disney Plus?
For our investment.
Yeah. Shh, can't talk about our investment on the show. Just
Oh, who's gonna rat us out?
Dude, I got ratted out for fucking HBO. Right? Yeah, it's my free HBO on fucking on
That's
Comcast.
true. You did get read it out.
You don't say shit on this podcast. I've learned that already. So keep that to yourself. But are you excited for the upcoming Disney Plus that's coming out?
Do you think there's a hotline where people could
Yeah,
trick?
probably. And then this,
A
and
trick hotline.
and we know that our listeners are mark ass, punk ass,
what,
bitch ass, trick ass motherfuckers.
What do you think that the person who ratted you out to HBO? What do you think they got? Do you think they got like a $5 gift card or something?
Probably didn't get shit. I bet he probably just got. I'm telling Junkyard. Fuck you.
And you were living the life, Junkyard.
I know. I had free HBO.
Free HBO.
And one of you motherfuckers tricked. I had it till I said something on this goddamn podcast, and someone fucking tricked on me. So fuck you, whoever tricked on me. Hope you don't listen anymore.
So
And you get gonorrhea.
It's an oddly specific ailment you want them to have, but okay.
So, all right, are you excited for the Disney Plus service that we each have our own?
Exactly.
Wink, wink.
That we are not sharing.
I'm super excited for The Mandalorian. You guys seen the trailer to that?
Yeah, I'm already kind of picking out what I'm gonna watch. So, you want to watch The Mandalorian?
That's what I want to watch, Mandalorian.
I'm excited for Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's what
That
I'm
one looks
looking
good.
forward
Yeah.
to.
I'm excited for Loki.
It's a good one. All great choices. You can't go wrong with any of these shows,
But
guys.
out of all of those,
I'm excited to
The Mandalorian's the only one that has a trailer.
I'm excited to rewatch Lilo and Stitch any goddamn time
That's
I
a
want.
good movie. That may be my favorite Disney movie.
That is my favorite Disney movie.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Never seen Lilo and Stitch?
What?
don't think so.
It's fucking great.
I'm not big on animation, especially like. Well, yeah. I like the older stuff when I was a kid, but that was because when I was a kid when I watched it. But yeah, Mandalorian, the trailer, fantastic. Have you guys seen it?
No.
Oh, you should watch it. It's
You know
fucking
what
awesome.
movie I saw was fucking great? You guys should watch it. The Green Book.
Yeah, we talked about that on this podcast.
Why didn't you put me on?
I did.
I feel like
I did. Mamba called it a white savior movie, and I said that it should have won. It should win the Oscar, and it will win the Oscar, and then it did win the Oscar. And Mom was like that white savior movie.
I agree with everything you just said. It was a great movie, and it definitely deserved to win.
But was it also a white savior movie?
Yes, it was.
No, it was the other way. It was a black savior.
This guy was like Sandra Bullock.
In The Blind Side?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was really good. The only reason I watched it was because it was playing on the flight to Hawaii. It was one of the movies. So
Why didn't you watch like Maui or some shit?
so
What's Maui?
Hawaii 5-0. They had all the seasons.
Oh,
So
What? You never seen Maui?
Shout out to
Okay, that's
United. Like I guess they the plane didn't. Some of the planes like they don't have like the TVs anymore. But if you connect to their Wi-Fi,
you get free movies or something.
you get like, and it's like a lot of. It's not just like you pick from these 4 movies. Like they have like a shitload of movies and
What,
even
did you do
like
it on your
TV
phone?
shows. No, I had my Surface.
Oh, okay.
So
Is it a Surface Pro?
yeah, 4.
Fancy ass motherfucker.
Yeah, whatever.
What i5?
I only, yeah, it's an i5. I only took
I thought you were gonna get i7.
I only took it because I didn't want to take my MacBook Pro, So whatever.
MacBooks are trash.
Hating ass motherfucker. That's what you are. You are a hater.
I'm a realist.
So so yeah, I saw that movie, and there was like a lot of them to choose from. I forgot what else I watched. And they even have like TV shows on there too now. I'm like, damn.
You should have watched Hawaii Five-0.
Yeah, I should have, but no. I ended up watching. So I watched
Green Book.
Green Book, and then I think I fell asleep for the other 4 hours.
Oh my god.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, remember how we watched 21? We went to Vegas because we
Yeah.
were getting ready.
Yeah.
You should have watched Y50.
We watched it on the plane, right? Then we watched it on. Was it
Yeah.
just me and you? Because he fell asleep.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
It was just me and you watching it.
That's why we came up big in Vegas.
Because you were that was research.
We were finding how to count cards.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you know what other movie I showed my wife?
You
this
motherfuckers can't
weekend?
even count numbers. You think you're gonna count cards?
Nope. Sure, definitely am not. I showed my wife Rain Man. She loved it. She had never seen it before.
Oh,
With Tom Cruise and.
yeah.
Yeah.
You should show her.
Last year.
Excuse me.
You should show her Rounders.
Oh, that is a good movie. I haven't showed her that with Ed Norton, Matt Damon.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good movie. No, you want Swingers?
Also a great movie.
You should show your wife the outside of this house once in a while. Get her out.
She needs to see that shit.
She doesn't need to know what's
Oh,
out
fuck
there.
no.
Because then she might get froggy, and she
Right.
might think that there's more to life.
Oh, she
Right.
might,
Then
she
just
might
be-
leap.
That she'll think there's more to life than just being caged in a room.
And we all know that's not true. So don't tell her. No, I'm just kidding. So what'd you do in Mexico, Mamba? You were gone for like 2 weeks.
Tell us,
Yeah,
tell us about your trip.
You already know what I did.
I don't know what you did.
The listeners are dying to know all about your trip. We had a whole episode about my trip and all the great things that I did and all the fun that I had.
And all the shout outs to all
all the
his
shout outs
fucking
to
peeps.
everyone.
I know
So-
why I took her to ask because
He had like 200 shout outs.
I know why I took her to ask because he's gonna start talking shit.
I'm not to talk shit. I'm curious. We always talk about our trips every time we go somewhere. All of us do.
I did nothing in Mexico. Not a damn thing.
Like literally nothing.
I probably the only thing that I had. So the whole reason for this trip was, so my my littlest sister turned 15. She actually turned 15 today, right? Today's the 4th.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, she turned 15.
And did you guys have a quince años?
So my grandparents for some reason decided to have a quinceañera for her.
Did your other sisters have it, or was she the only one?
No, she's the only one.
She's,
So
she's the
this-
baby.
Yeah, I guess they were like, oh, this is our only chance or some shit. So they decided to throw a little get together for
How
her.
was it? I saw pictures.
It was cool and not stressful. It would have been a lot more fun probably if I spoke Spanish.
Did she have
Which-
chambelanes?
No, she didn't have that.
Because I got he's like the chambelán de honor.
I know.
Like, you gotta hire
If
him.
they needed a backup, I was gonna ask them.
Yeah.
He's been at, like-
I've been inducted to the Quinceañera Hall of Fame. How many times I've done that shit?
Can you do dances and everything too?
Yeah, I could do the waltz. I could do the baile de sorpresa.
Ooh.
Surprise! It's always bachata every fucking time. It's like, oh, we do the surprise dance. Let me guess, bachata. Yep, that's what it is.
Anyway, go ahead.
Good times, good times.
Probably been a lot more fun. Obviously, if I spoke Spanish, but that's my fault. I never bothered to learn because I saw people there that I haven't seen in like decades. Like my mom's side of the family that lives there, and it was pretty cool because I used to go to Mexico a lot when I was a kid, like almost every year, sometimes twice a year. So to see them again after so long was pretty nice, but it was also kind of stressful because my grandparents had this party. Then we have all these people there that are basically strangers because I haven't seen them in so long. And then we get to this party, and then my grandmother dips out. I don't know where the fuck she goes.
She's like, yep, I'm out.
Yeah, my grandfather, as soon as he gets to the part, because we had to go to the church part first with the
Yeah.
mass, whatever. So after everybody moves to the venue, my grandmother disappears. My grandfather just starts pounding beer. So there's a bunch of hungry people just sitting there waiting to see what we do. And we were there for like a half hour. And then my mom goes helps my grandmother.
Wait. So I think around there dipped. She
Huh?
came back.
Yeah, they came back. My
Oh.
grandmother, but for like a half hour, she was gone
Where did they go?
to get shit, I guess.
Oh, okay.
But then I started drinking, and everything was right in the world. But also, I will say, I was very upset because before the party got going, I asked my my aunt. I was like, "Hey, ask my grandmother, if we're gonna need to clean up afterwards, because I'm about to get tore up, and if we're gonna have to clean up, I want to be in a condition
To be able to clean up.
And then she asked her, she was like, "Yeah, you're good. You know, we don't have to clean up." I was like, "All right." So I started pounding them. They had like a server.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have any the only thing I had on me bill wise is a $5 bill, and I told the guy, I was like,
$5 it's American.
"Yeah."
Oh,
So I told the guy, I was like, "This is all I got," and apparently I made that guy's night because he didn't leave me alone.
Nice.
Because I think what I tipped him is more than what he made for the night. I may be wrong.
you're probably wrong on that.
That's what.
No, you're probably right.
No, because $5 is only what is 200 pesos. It's not. That's not
What do you
a
get?
lot.
200. It's 12.
Yeah,
So it's
because
about 60.
no, it's double
times
now.
five.
No,
It is not 20. It's 20 pesos.
20 pesos for the dollar.
Oh, so you definitely
There's 200.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like 200
So
pesos.
yeah,
that's not,
so that's definitely more than what he made.
no, that's bullshit.
That's what my family told me.
They probably only paid him 100 pesos for that night.
Bullshit. They probably made for that night. Probably made a little bit more than they probably made like 250, 300.
I don't know. Monterrey is a pretty poor city.
It's not
Some
that
part.
poor, dude. Monterrey-
Hey, motherfucker! How many times you been there?
a few times.
How many times is it?
When's the last time
Well,
you were
less
there?
than you, but
When's
like
the last time you were there?
3 years ago.
Okay, you want to know
no,
when he's
2
been
years
there?
ago.
Okay, you want to know the last time he's been there? Fucking last week.
He doesn't leave his fucking house.
Huh?
You don't even leave
He
your
was
house.
just
Yeah,
there.
because there's poor people all over the place. You think?
That's all Mexico.
Oh, Mexico.
It is all Mexico. It's Mexico's fucking poor. You should want to do
All
something.
right.
man.
So anyway, so you get.
But I've been there so many times. Like, what am I gonna see?
Lots of shit. There's tons of shit in Monterrey.
They're probably.
They've got, they got they
you know
make
what there probably is?
the Cuauhtemoc Brewing Company is there, where they make shit ton of beers, Mexican beers,
What do you say? I could just drink here. You always say that. Why would I go somewhere else and drink what I could drink at home?
because it's fresh. They they literally make it there. Like
When
it's
we
made
say
fresh.
hey, let's go to Vegas, you're like, why would I go to Vegas? I just drink.
What the fuck are you? No, because okay, this is different. Because I don't go to Vegas to get trashed. I want to go do shit. Like there, I'm just gonna go. I'm not gonna get trashed. I'm just gonna go to a brewery where they make the beer. Like I'm okay, like I'm cool with going somewhere.
There's dozens of breweries here.
Yeah, but not that brewery. That brewery's only made in Monterrey. Mm-hmm. Like they literally only make that beer in Monterrey.
What about the Monterrey beer from Aldi? You think they make it there too?
I bet you that shit's American.
do they have that brewery there? Did you go to that one, Mambo?
No, I can't say that. I said that I did. Listen, I understand what you're saying. I understand, and I know why you brought it up, so you can talk shit.
No, I'm literally not talking shit. I'm just telling you, like, there's so like I went out there. What was it?
He's trying to say you wait.
3 years ago. 3 years ago.
He's trying to say you wasted your time.
I'm
Hey,
sure.
dude, I had a fucking great
I
time.
am sure there's plenty of stuff to do, but
It's like the second largest city in Mexico.
my grandparents, they're in their 70s. They don't do anything. My
You know what?
grandfather.
Don't take them with you. Fucking go by yourself, or go with your sister or some shit.
That's true, but
Don't you have cousins?
I'm there to see them.
Yeah, you go see
there to
them
see
and
my
then
grandparents.
and then go hang out elsewhere.
I'm there to see my grandparents.
You do both.
My grandfather just wants to sit on his lazy boy and do crossword puzzles all day. Who am I to deprive him of that?
Yeah, he's
My
gonna.
grandmother wants to make me food and wash my clothes.
He's gonna do-
Only two things she wants to do.
They're gonna do that regardless whether
Who
you're
am I
there
to
or not.
deprive her of that?
That is true. That's probably what makes her happy.
Yeah, to see me fed and my
And
clothes are clean.
Clothes are clean.
I don't know. All I'm saying is you should do more stuff when you go to Monterrey, dude. It's like seriously, like whenever any.
And also, I don't speak Spanish, which
Who
I said
cares? There's a lot of American. Dude, it's a border. It's a border city. You know how many Americans go there? Tons.
I've seen none.
There's lots of Americans that go there. Did you know that?
Do any of your sisters speak
when-
Spanish?
Yeah, two of them do.
Yeah, did you go with them? You should have went with your sisters. Hang out. Dude, everybody's over 18. You don't have to be 18 to drink. Go places.
Well, one of them has lupus and she's not leaving the house.
And then the other one,
She's a troll.
you should have took your girlfriend.
She didn't go with her.
I know. I say you should have took her.
Why don't you go with your mom?
Yeah, your mom's cool.
My mom was sitting.
Tony goes out with your mom all the time.
Shut the fuck up. wasn't
To get him off.
the whole time. The whole time, my mom was hanging with her mom, because she's there to visit her mom. They don't see each other all the time.
Well, that's understandable why she's there. Why, I mean, you don't have to stay there the whole time. Go have some fun, man. Go broaden your horizons.
Because my mom's there. I want to hang with my mom.
You see your mom all the time.
Huh?
You can Uber. They have Uber in Monterrey.
Yeah, but they don't check. I used Uber when I went to Leon.
Yeah.
They don't believe in GPS there.
Yeah, they don't believe in any part of Mexico.
Place is
That's why.
retarded.
But dude, Monterrey is fucking awesome. They like whenever any big act, like any like you go people, we're so used to it because we live in a big American city. You know, we get all like the Rolling Stones, Bruno Mars, like people that are big come to Chicago. They come to the United Center. We have a big arena.
Well,
When it goes, Mexico's not like that. Mexico, they only go to 3 cities: Mexico City, Monterrey, and Guadalajara. Those are the 3 cities any big act will ever go to because they're the biggest and they're the ones that attract the most people and have the biggest arenas. Dude, that just goes to show what Monterrey has to offer. Like fantastic. Dude, I want to go back to Monterrey. I want to go back to all those places.
then fine,
It's
I'll go with you.
fantastic.
I'll go
Let's
with
go.
you.
Dude, there's so much to do in Monterrey.
Can I go?
Yeah, let's go. Fuck
Okay,
it.
I want to go too.
Fine. You show me around the city that
My
I've been
brother,
there more.
my brother-in-law's cousin lives there, and he took me to a shit ton of places when I was out there. And I got fucked up.
What's
really
his name?
fucked up. Fernando.
I know him.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I know one. I know one Fernando.
Dude, Monterrey is fantastic. 2 thumbs up. I don't know why you don't do
I
anything.
haven't been to Monterrey since I was like a kid, and obviously it was before I was.
Mexico
able to,
City's fucking badass.
It was
too.
obviously before I was able to go. Oh, I've been to Mexico City. Mexico City is badass.
It's scary though.
But
There's so many people.
Monterrey's like I last time I was there I was a kid, so I didn't really.
I don't know.
I just went with my parents.
You know where I haven't? Well, I probably went when I was a kid, but I don't remember. It was Guadalajara, and that's where I want to go next.
I don't know. I
That's
just.
another big city.
It's a pretty industrial city. Like there's factories everywhere.
Yeah,
It's not the prettiest city.
definitely not. None of Mexico's the pretty. Even Mexico City, like there's parts of Mexico City that are pretty, but
Leon
was
was pretty. Leon was pretty nice.
And see, the thing is, Leon's like the 7th biggest city in Mexico, so it's not even like on the top 3. Like none of those, like everybody that goes to Monterrey, to Mexico City, to Guadalajara, don't go to fucking Leon. The only people that Leon gets are like Mexican artists. They don't get like the big American acts, shit like that. Like Leon is a big city, but it's not that big. Monterrey is like way bigger and like way nicer, has more shit. And like I said, the benefit of Monterrey is like you're right so close to the border that they get that like cross of like Americanness and Mexicanness at the same time. It's cool. It's a cool place.
I'm trying to get just the Americanness. I don't want any Mexicanness.
And stay your ass here.
Okay, cool. That's what I'll do.
Go to Monterey for that.
Monterrey.
No, Monterey. Wherever. Where is that? The city, right?
What the fuck are you talking about?
There's like a.
Oh, New Mexico.
Yeah,
I
Monterey.
think there's a Monterey, New Mexico.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go. There.
Yeah, well, I'll go there.
New Mexico. It's America.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway,
And that's a red state, right? Even better.
yeah, I think it is.
Even better. That's how I like them.
But anyway, I don't know. I just think you should hang out more and do some
All
more
right.
shit, man. It's a fucking awesome
All right,
city.
so we'll
It's
go
a
to
great city.
we'll
Let's
go to Monterey then.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
I'm down as fuck. Me and Al went to Monterrey.
And you could stay in my grandparents' unair conditioned house.
I'll do Airbnb.
No, you gotta stay with my grandparents
Why do I have to stay with your grandparents?
because that's what I do.
I'll stay with your grandparents. It's for free, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
How many rooms you got?
They live in a mansion.
Do they really?
Well, not a mansion, but it's a giant house.
Oh, nice.
They have unnecessary bathrooms.
Oh, even better.
Cool.
So I don't
I'll
feel
stay
bad
with your
about taking a
grandparents.
shit. So I won't feel bad about taking a shit.
No, you can take a shit.
None of the fucking houses in
You can
Mexico
take it
are
shit
air
in
conditioned.
4 different places of the house.
My uncle that I stayed at when I went to Durango, he has a really nice house, like really nice.
My mom.
But
got,
yeah, there's no AC.
yeah, there's never any AC.
there's-
My mom got
there-
AC in
there-
our house.
There's fans
just recently.
But then at night, it's not really that hot at night. All you do
During
is
the day, you just
all
open the door
open
or
the
window.
window and turn on the fan, and you're Gucci.
I don't know.
Just
then-
make sure they have the fly nets or the nets so you don't
Yeah,
get
for
fucking
bugs.
mosquitoes.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
And then you don't even need an alarm because then the natural gas truck drives by.
Oh, yeah.
And
Gas.
Oh, time to get up.
Yep. Or you get the tamales guy outside or some shit, or the fruit guy. I mean, there's a million
You
people
can
outside.
get the tamal guy at Nick's too.
oh yeah,
No, but he doesn't yell.
Oh, he doesn't. He just kind of was like, "Hey,
I'm sure.
we're like, yeah, hook it up, brother."
I'm sure he does, but you can't hear him.
That's
over
true.
the
He probably
music.
does yell, but like it's full loud.
Sounds like a whisper.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, I don't know.
So you-
I'll go to Monterrey. Let's go.
Go ahead. You plan.
We go to Monterrey, then we can go to Leon.
Ooh, I would go there. Into your mansion.
Mhm.
Your 4-story mansion.
My mom just put it in air conditioners last year.
Can I get, if I go with you to Leon, can I get one floor of the house?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I want
I don't know why you would need it, but yeah, you could.
Why? When else am I gonna get a whole floor to myself? Of any building.
Your mom's house is like what, like 5,
No,
4?
fuck no, it's 3. It's the first floor, the second floor, and the top floor, and that's it.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like it's more.
No, there's only 3 floors.
You know why I think it's only 3? Because there's like a floor on top of the roof,
No. The balcony area is on that top floor,
which is the third, right?
third floor.
So technically it's the fourth.
No, it's the third
Because you're
floor.
on top of the third.
No, it's the third floor.
Because this is the third, right? And then you go up one.
No,
And then this is the fourth.
no, it's the first, the main level, which is like a street level.
Yeah.
You go upstairs, and then there's the second floor,
Uh-huh.
and you go up some more stairs, and then you got the third floor, and then just walk outside. You don't have to go up any other stairs.
But
It's
there's
outside.
another one, right?
No, there's no more floors above that.
Are you
There's
sure?
there's only 3 floors.
Just put another one.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not gonna cost that much.
Tell my mom that right now when you go up there.
I'll pitch in. $5 should cover it.
Yeah, my dad knocked out a living room to make a garage, only to realize that the truck he wants doesn't fit in the garage.
That's fucked up.
I told him, like,
Didn't he measure it before?
oh, he measured. No,
Did he eyeball it?
he pretty much figured like, yeah, just knock down this wall. He's like knock down this wall, like get rid of the living room, and they're like, all right, well, where do you want it? How far to back? Put it as far back as you can. So he literally pushed the other wall as far back as because there's a staircase behind it, so they can only push that wall so far back because there's a staircase. So all behind that wall is just a staircase to go up to the second floor. Even with that, the truck doesn't fit. So now my dad is like trying to figure out what to do with life.
And this is in Mexico?
Yeah. So I'm like, I know. Why don't you just get a different truck? He's like, no, but that's the one I want. I'm like, all right, well.
Is it a Suburban?
No, he wants the Tundra. The Toyota
okay,
Tundra,
okay.
but like the double cab.
Yeah.
So it's long as fuck. So when I told him, like, 'cause I remember I'm like, Dad, do you know how much that thing is? Because my dad's like, oh, I want a Tundra. I'm like, okay, that's cool. He's like, yeah, like the crew cab or the extended. I'm like, that's not gonna fit. He's like, no, it'll fit. Okay. He's like, yeah, because like when we had it, they told me like I was gonna have this much space. I'm like, I'm pretty sure the truck is longer. He's like, really? I'm like, you can literally Google this. So of course, it's gonna stick out to the street by like a foot.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. So this is after my dad already had all that done. So now he has this nice garage, brand new, but he can't buy the truck because he has nowhere to park it.
No car to put it in?
What was I gonna say? You guys want to hear something funny, not related to Mexico?
I guess you could give me one of those. What's up?
So, you guys play fantasy football? I know Tony does. Do you play fantasy football?
No.
So tonight was
I don't even like regular football, let alone fantasy football.
my draft because I'm in a league for my coworkers, and obviously I'm doing this shit. It was at 7:00. It's currently 7:30.
So you drafted?
I not drafting. My wife is drafting for me.
Oh.
First time she's ever had to draft.
She's gonna pick like a kicker in like the second round.
No, I gave her specific instructions. So I have this cheat sheet I
Yeah,
usually
so you
download.
did like the pre-draft rankings and all that.
Well, I got this cheat sheet that I use every year. I printed it out. I told her this is the order I want you to draft in. Running backs first. Okay, I want you if you can get first 3 picks, I want you to pick a running back. Okay, and just follow this list like top to bottom.
So you're just going running back heavy?
I always go running back heavy.
Is it PPR?
Yeah, it is PPR. But I always go running back heavy because those are the tough. That's the toughest spot to get a decent player, and especially my league, you have 2 running backs. So per on your squad. So like
And a
you
flex.
need well, it's one of the running backs is the flex spot. So usually my flex spot, you always go running back. Anyway, it's not a fantasy podcast.
Nah,
yeah,
bruh.
No,
Flex spot, you always go tight end.
no, fuck no, running back. Anyway, so I told her first 3 picks, running back. Then you go wide receiver. Then you go tight end. Then you go quarterback. Because quarterbacks, you fucking dime a dozen. You can get you always get a good quarterback.
Because even if you draft, like you can draft a good quarterback, and that's all well and good, but
Right.
like you can easily find just
A
as
serviceable
productive-
quarterback, yeah.
and you're better off filling another position that's harder to obtain.
Right,
or
exactly. That's
whatever.
why I say running back
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Running back is running back is like voting. What is it? Often, early and often. That's when you draft running back.
I don't know. I know nothing about football or fantasy football, but the one year I did do fantasy football, I accidentally auto-drafted Tom Brady,
Oh,
and I got into
the playoffs.
the finals.
Oh, nice.
I think I competed against somebody else.
Did you auto draft?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Didn't set my lineup once, and I somehow made it to the championship.
Must have been a shitty league.
I'm assuming.
Anyway, so yeah, I gave her a whole list of shit, and I just told her, just go down this list, easy, go down the list. But which is I think it's gonna be perfect. You know why? Because you don't get caught up in the emotions. Like people, like if you watch football, you're like, oh, like this guy, like you have like stigmas. You know what I'm saying? Like all those are out the window. Like she just literally follows the list, checks them off, and just goes down by the list. So maybe I might do well.
I did. I'm in 3 leagues. 2 of them I just auto drafted. I'm like, fuck it, I didn't care. And then the other one, I think I drafted like the first 4 rounds. And I'm like, okay, I don't give a fuck after this. Because the thing is, like, I always, like, when I don't know, I guess I just suck at drafting because whenever I like do full drafts, my team fucking blows. Every time I auto draft and I just pick up off the waiver wire, like throughout the season, I always end up like in the top 3. Like it just always happens that way. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll just auto draft. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. But anyway,
I'm a better scout than
then a GM.
than a GM.
But anyway, yeah, no. So I'm having her draft for me. So let's see how well. Let's see how this
So what do you
goes.
do if your quarterback's like Andrew Luck?
No, he's not even. I think they pulled him out already.
No,
I
he's-
checked. No, I think they pulled him out already. I think they pulled him out of like the Yahoo league. And plus, he's not even on my list. He's not on my.
I'm just saying. What if she?
She won't.
But what if?
Oh well, I'll be like, what the fuck? No, she won't know better.
Yeah.
But I told her if we win,
For those who don't know, Andrew Luck retired.
if we win, she gets half of the winnings.
Oh.
Is it $50?
$60.
60? How many teams? 10?
10 teams. It's first and second place. So I'll probably get.
And then if you
So $600.
So probably like
second
500?
place. No, second place will probably get like 200.
Ah, that's whack.
I think. I don't know. We don't, it's not set because the first year we're doing 60. We've done 30, but in previous years. So I don't know, between 100 and 200. Let's just say for argument's sake, 200, $400.
and
It's not bad.
then so you
She'll
win.
she'll get half of that. She get
No,
200.
no. You're so dumb. Listen to me. You win, and then
Tell her I didn't win. Tell her I lost.
yeah, after the season, she was like, "Oh, by the way,
Actually, no.
'cause she's gonna forget."
Yeah, just tell her next week that, it's already over. We lost.
yeah. And then she was like, "Oh well,
Oh, well, whatever.
maybe next year."
Yeah.
and you can keep all the winnings.
Mm-hmm.
So silly, Junkyard. Get off your phone, bro.
Hold on. She's asking me questions of drafting.
What kind of question?
You gave her a list.
She
Why-
wants to. She asked me if Los Angeles were the Dodgers. I'm like, yeah, in baseball.
Did you talk about a defense?
Yeah,
You don't draft defense.
I always draft defense.
Why? It's a waste.
No, I draft defense like towards the bottom, just because.
You always stream. Kickers, I never draft
No,
kickers.
I always go kickers and defense, and this is why.
I will tell you why. Because you can always kickers are a fucking dime a dozen, and they all get the same fucking points.
That's not true, dude. There were times that when I let the
Kickers, you never draft. Look, I'm gonna tell you.
Saying the fantasy.
I am
podcast.
a GM extraordinaire.
No, you're not. You just said you don't draft.
I don't
That's why you auto
exactly.
draft. When you auto draft, they automatic draft
No.
you 2 kickers and 2
So-
defense.
So never draft kickers. It's a fucking
No,
waste of
it's
time.
not a
You
waste of
just-
time.
You know, kickers are a dime a dozen. You just pick it up off the waiver wire.
No.
Defense, same shit. You don't waste a fucking draft spot on a fucking defense.
No, you do get a good kicker. Defense, can you take it or leave it?
Spoiler alert: all kickers
What?
are good. All they do is kick a
That's not
fucking ball.
true. That's not true. Some kickers are way better than others. I've had kickers that scored almost as much as fucking quarterbacks in certain years.
And
They do way better. Like that's like a whole nother player. that
Yeah,
you can-
and that
so if you
kicker-
draft a really good kicker, bro,
Yeah.
that can make your
and,
season.
And you know what happens if you don't draft a good kicker? You can just pick one up for free.
Nah,
that,
it's not the-
that has the same shit.
no, it's not the same shit.
Same
Nope.
shit.
You know what?
I know. I've crunched the numbers. It's a waste of a roster spot.
You know
Nope,
what's
sure is not.
You know what's pretty funny? So I don't play fantasy football, but I do play fantasy basketball with Tony.
Mm-hmm.
And Tony is a hardened general manager. He will shut down other people's trades if he sees that they unfit or he doesn't agree with them. He will argue with people. And it's pretty funny to me.
You mean commissioner?
Oh, yeah, there you go. Commissioner.
Yeah.
He's a respectable commissioner. He doesn't like any funny business.
Nope. Nope. No funny business. No collusion.
That's only in basketball because I don't think you'd be a good football commissioner.
Pretty sure I would.
I don't know. I know you'd be a good basketball commissioner. You are a good basketball commissioner.
I'm a great basketball commissioner. No funny business. I crunch numbers. I know the data. Don't try to make that trade look like it's legit when we both goddamn know it ain't.
Yeah, seeing your messages to that. Wasn't it some random guy that was like,
So it's funny. His name was Pete.
uh-huh.
So I actually met Pete when I went to go visit my brother in St. Louis for his birthday, and he was actually there. I didn't know it was him until we were talking about. And he's like, "Oh yeah," I was like, "Oh, you're the one that," I'm like, "Yeah," like, and he's like, "Yeah, that bullshit trade with James Harden." I'm like, "No," and I actually sat there, and I explained to him the numbers, and like, he actually agreed. Like, okay, I guess it was a fair trade. I'm like, "Yeah, I fucking told you." So anyway. So the point is, I'm like, yeah, but like it's just blah blah blah, and like I just got mad and this and that. I'm like, no, it's just because you. And I was just like, so I pretty much spent the rest of the night bullying him. so I just kept telling him that he sucks at drafting. I'm like, dude, you just suck at drafting. You're like, you can't draft your way out of a paper bag. and I was just bragging on him, and it was like so. The best part was later on in that night, like he's like, oh, you guys want a beer? I was like, yeah, I'll take whatever. And then he's like, all right, I'm going to go to the counter. So he walks up. He's like, you know what? I'll go with you. Because if you pick beers like you draft basketball players, you're gonna come back with some bullshit.
Damn.
Oh, everybody was laughing their asses off.
Well,
And he was having a ball.
you know, since we're on the topic of sports, I think it's time we talk about my favorite sport. The sport that everybody loves.
Did we get any like comments or emails or anything else?
Yeah, we got a YouTube comment. We'll get to those in a little
Can we
bit.
get to that instead of this?
No, let's do this first because I got an idea. I think one of our listeners, or your brother, I think might have came up. Actually, no, a listener / friends, and then your brother said the same thing. So we're gonna do a little something different in this segment today.
Oh, thank God.
This is obviously not an MMA segment, / not an MMA minute. I'm gonna go through the card, okay? And instead of me giving my picks right away, Tony's gonna give his pick without knowing anything about these fighters. Okay? Then Momba's gonna give his pick. I'm gonna write them all down. Then I'll give my picks, and then next week we're gonna find out who did better on the card. You know what I'm saying? Who had more wins, more L's?
That's a good. I like that. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So you go through each
So
fight.
I'm gonna go through every
Just
fight.
the main card, though, right?
Just the main card.
Okay.
No, we're not gonna go early
Okay,
prelims, main card. No, just the main card,
All right.
and we're gonna go fight by fight. I can give you odds. I will give you
I don't give a
odds.
fuck about odds.
Okay.
Never tell me the odds.
And
Yeah.
and you pick the fighter, and we cannot, like, when one of us picks the fighter, we cannot chime in and be like, that's not. So let him pick his own.
Let him
do his own
each-
fight, yeah.
Each person say his
Like,
piece.
you guys can say whatever the fuck you want. I'm not gonna change my mind.
All right.
I'm
Perfect.
not, I'm not the one that gets bullied into doing things.
Anyway,
Yeah,
so
ain't that right?
if you
Chief?
want odds, fuck you. If you want odds, let me know. I will give you the odds if you want.
Okay.
But if not, I'll let it
Gotcha.
fine. So I already got a spreadsheet out here, ready to go, ready
You
to rock and
got a
roll.
Excel.
Yeah.
shit.
Is that an Office 365?
No, it's Google Sheets.
Ooh. Oh, so it's automatically backed up
Exactly.
and auto save.
Exactly.
All right,
So anyway,
me first.
Tony first, because he cannot be influenced by anybody else's
Exactly.
picks.
I don't want to be. I don't want my mind to be sullied
Okay.
by your opinions.
Anyway, all right. First fight of the night: Maribek Taisumov versus Diego Ferreira. Tyson. Well, do you want any information? I can give you basics.
I don't know either of them.
Okay,
give
right.
give me some basics.
What do you want? Odds? Do you
Give me
want?
some odds.
Okay, so let's see what if I can find these. Oh, here we go. Maribek Taisumov is a favorite at a minus 228. Diego Ferreira is an underdog at a plus 225. One's Russian, one's Brazilian.
So, yeah, I'm going with the Russian.
Okay, Russian. So
Only
you got.
because that's just how life works.
You think the Russians are gonna win?
Russians are just more hardcore. Yeah.
All right, let me put
Have
this.
you seen Chernobyl? Man,
They could survive
those
3.6
motherfuckers.
Rutkin.
If they can take 3.6 Rutkin, like it's nothing, he could take a punch.
All right. Let's do. We're gonna go. I'm gonna go down. Actually, no. Go ahead.
No, no.
Let's do the next one. No, let's do the next one. Go ahead, Mamba.
What?
Do who's your pick in this fight? You
all
can't. Once you pick, you can't change.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, do it this way. That way we
Yeah,
just
that way we go
each
through each one,
Okay,
yeah.
go ahead. Who you got?
right. So go back to the thing.
So it's Maribek Taisumov versus Diego Ferreira.
All right. I think the guys with the harder to pronounce last name fuck everybody up.
All right. So you two are going Taisumov, right?
Yes.
All right.
Also,
Whoops.
this fight is in Saudi Arabia.
No, it's in Abu Dhabi.
Same thing, right?
No, it's
So
not the
he
same
has,
thing.
he has home court advantage.
I'm sure he has some sort of advantage.
All right. I actually, too, am going with Maribek Taisimov. Not because he is the favorite, but because he's a beast. These Russians are hard to beat.
Like I said,
Diego Ferreira's a good grappler, but I don't
Nah.
think he's good enough to beat him. Next fight. Curtis Blades versus Shamil Abdurakhimov.
Oh, that guy's definitely gonna win.
All right, so I do agree with Mamba's mentality. Like the whole the longer their last name is and the harder it is to pronounce, the better they are. But I'm gonna have to go because he's got that arm tattoo, and I think that I mean that's just a cool name. Give me some odds, Junkyard. Just for the.
All right.
I already made up my mind, but I want some odds.
All right. So
Do you think he got that tattoo on the island?
Curtis Blades is a huge favorite at a minus 500, where Shamil Abdurakhimov is an underdog at a plus 350.
All right, give me Blades. I have a good feeling about this one.
He's a Chicago native.
Exactly.
As well.
That's why I picked him.
Mamba?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I mean, even though that guy's last name has every letter of the alphabet.
He doesn't stand a chance against the Blades.
Yeah.
I'm actually going also Curtis Blades. Fucking Blades is a beast, and he's on a roll right now.
Not only that, he's from Chicago, so I'd pick Curtis Blades over.
So yeah, that's definitely we're all the same on that one. All right, next fight: Islam Makhachev versus Davi Ramos. Tony, who you got?
Now, my mind is telling me Makachev, but my heart is saying Ramos. So I'm gonna go Ramos.
All right, Tony's going Davi Ramos.
You know, the main event in this card is pretty good, but like the rest of the fights are besides that.
There's some other decent fights on here, but anyway, go ahead.
I don't
Mamba,
know.
pick your.
Besides Barboza and Felder, and Curtis Blades, I don't know who the fuck these guys are. Just going by their pictures, Islam, whatever his name is,
Makhachev.
Davi Ramos looks like he looks like a mean customer, and Islam Makhachev looks like a goat farmer. So I'm gonna go with Ramos.
All right, Mamba's going Davi Ramos.
Also, I'm not intentionally picking the same people that Tony is picking.
I mean, it's 50-50, so there's gonna be.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's
And this is the fight
bound.
game. Anything can happen.
Exactly.
I'm actually going the opposite of you guys. I'm going for Islam Makhachev.
Ooh, some variety.
Makhachev is actually the favorite at minus 360. Davi Ramos is the underdog at a plus 270. Makhachev is actually in the same camp as Habib. He also trains at AKA. He's a fucking beast. He is a monster. Makhachev, I don't think, can lose this fight. Makhachev all the way. Next fight, Edson Barboza versus Paul Felder. Tony, who you got?
I mean, Barboza just looks like he can just run a train on Felder, so I'm gonna go Barboza.
All right. Tony, Edson Barboza. Mamba.
All right. I feel like I want to say Edson Barboza because he's dangerous with his kicks. But Paul Felder, he's a grappler, right? Mainly.
No, he can strike too.
I think I'm right. Despite what you just said. Plus, Barboza's kind of had like a bad run of the things lately, right? I think he's on like a losing streak.
No, I think he won his last fight.
But before that,
He lost to Habib.
and then he lost to somebody else.
He won, I think, his fight before that. I'm trying to think who he fought. Was it Pettis? I think he might have fought Pettis before Habib and beat him.
Anyways, I'm gonna go with Paul Felder.
Let me look at the odds real quick, but I'm pretty sure.
It's getting interesting now.
I am actually think I'm gonna go with Felder as well. Paul Felder's actually the underdog at a plus 150 or 130, and Barboza's the favorite at a minus 160.
I like an underdog.
But Felder's definitely a live dog. I am actually gonna go Paul Felder as well.
Joker, you think everybody's a live dog?
No, he is definitely a live dog. No, all the other guys I picked were favorites so far. Felder is also the Irish Dragon. He's a very nice guy. I met him a couple times. It's fantastic.
Nice doesn't help you in the
I know it
octagon.
doesn't, but you're right. Mamba's right. Barboza's super dangerous with his kicks. Fucking fast kicks. Never anybody can see him coming.
That's why I picked him.
Fucking hits hard
I
as
know.
fuck.
Exactly.
But
I know
Felder,
all of this.
Felder's a fucking grinder. His last fight, he broke his arm. Still kept fighting. He fucking had a punctured lung, collapsed lung. Kept fighting. The motherfucker will not stop. Unless he gets knocked out, he's not going to stop. Felder, I think, he's only lost. This is a rematch, actually. Barboza beat him the first time. So I'm actually going with Paul the second time around. I think he's going to learn from his mistakes and squeak out the W. All right, main event of the evening. Champion Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Dustin Diamond Poirier. Tony, who you
Doesn't
got?
matter how many tattoos Poirier has. He did not fight a bear when he was a kid.
Give
So
us.
I'm going with Khabib.
Give us the odds.
All right, hold on.
You don't need. I'll tell you the odds. The odds are Khabib's gonna win.
I don't know if I spit.
He bought a fucking bear. A fucking bear.
You don't have to spell the whole
I know.
thing.
No,
Yeah.
I already already gone all
like
the way.
a literal bear. Like
yeah, I see the
an
video.
animal bear.
All right, the odds. You want the odds, Mamba? So the odds for this are Habib's a fucking humongous favorite, a -500. Dustin's a +350.
All right. So what if I do a parlay with all my picks? How much do I win? See,
I'd have to put it in. I don't know. I can tell you right now. Hold on.
All right. Well, we'll do it after the show.
All right.
No, okay, no. I'm thinking of dropping a rack.
You know you're not.
It's only 1,000.
I doubt you're gonna bet $1,000. But anyway, go ahead. You probably won't win a lot because you got a lot of favorites. You
Never
gotta
mind.
bet on underdogs to
Never
win
mind.
money.
I want my favorites to win, but
All right.
that's not gonna win me money.
So
I think you've got all. The only underdog you have is Davi Ramos. Anyway, go ahead, Mamba.
my brain is telling me Khabib.
Mm-hmm.
He's undefeated. What is he like? 26-0.
Yeah, I can pull it up right now. It's
He mauls people. It's fine. It's about there. It's like in the mid 20s and 0.
27-0.
Okay. He mauls people to death. He's a savage. He looks like Dwight's cousin Moses.
Mose.
Mose, there you go. Yeah, Moses, for short. But my heart is telling me to go with the Diamond.
Ooh.
The Diamond has been in some wars lately. He's had his recent list of victories is kind of impressive, and I think I have to go with him because what was it? Justin Gaethje, Anthony Pettis. Who was after that?
Pettis, McGregor. McGregor was the last fight.
Well, he lost that one.
Wait, wait. We're talking about. Oh, you're talking about Poirier.
Yeah.
Poirier, Pettis. Who was
Justin
before?
Gaethje.
Justin Gaethje.
He fought somebody else. Oh, Max Holloway.
No, Max Holloway was the last one. Yeah, for the that's right for the,
I think
the interim.
there's somebody else, but Dustin Poirier deserves it, and I'm gonna go with him.
You're gonna go Dustin.
I'm gonna go Dustin. He's a live dog, Junkyard. I'm gonna go Dustin.
All right, you picked a different Dustin Poirier. All right, I am gonna pick not the underdog, fucking Khabib. I mean, Dustin's a fantastic fighter, no doubt about it. I think that I don't fucking whatever. I don't know how to spell this shit.
And also, you're typing. Okay.
So I don't think he can stop Khabib's takedowns. I really don't. I think if it stays on the feet, Dustin does have a chance of winning because Dustin's a hell of a striker, and Khabib has yet to show he's shown improvement in his striking, but not enough to beat Dustin. I don't think because Dustin. I mean, you saw what he did to Holloway. He dismantled him, and Holloway's a fantastic striker, probably the best striker in the featherweight division. And Dustin just made him look a fool. So if it stays on the feet, Dustin definitely has a chance of winning. But, dude, Khabib's takedowns are unstoppable.
Yeah, you probably could have said this.
Unstoppable.
I mean, you could say the same thing about him and McGregor, but
Right. Exactly. And you saw what he did to McGregor. He fucking dismantled him. Khabib hasn't lost. He hasn't even been close to losing. You know what I'm saying? And he's fought everybody. He fucking beat the Rafael dos Anjos. He beat everybody. He's beat everybody. I think Khabib's hardest fight will be Tony Ferguson. I just don't think this is it. I think Khabib will win decisively in this fight. That's what I'm going.
that's why I said
So-
my brain says Khabib, but my heart says Dustin Poirier.
You gotta go with your heart.
You always got to go with your heart. All right, keep it moving, Junkyard. Forget your
That's it. We're done.
fantasy league.
That's
All right, we'll see the results.
Yeah, we'll see the results next week. We'll go over them. Oh no, what happened to your name, Momba? Anyway, yeah, we'll go over the results next week. We'll see who did better. Hopefully, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, I did. We have a lot of the same names here, so we'll see.
I think once it starts to get to the last few fights, that's when the men will separate from the boys. So yeah. So everybody should be watching this weekend UFC 242 in Abu Dhabi. Second time they've gone to Abu Dhabi. First time was Anderson Silva versus Damian Maia, where Anderson Silva looked like a fucking idiot, just running around the cage the whole time against Damian Maia. Apparently, the main card starts at 1 p.m.
Here?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Look it up.
Oh, I have it right here. Yeah, you're right. You are not wrong. It is at 1 p.m.
Where are you going to watch it at?
Here, probably. Holy fuck, that's early as shit.
Do you want me to come over?
If you want,
All right.
come through. It's 1 p.m. Who gives a fuck?
I might not be up by then because it's my day off, so. All right, moving on, Junkyard.
All right.
We've lost Tony. He's in his phone now.
Let's do our YouTube comments real quick.
I
So-
won't be able to make it on Saturday to watch the fights because I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Whatever. It's 1 p.m., bro. Get your drink on early.
Maybe for the main event.
I mean, hey, my girlfriend's going to be out of town. I got the
Bro.
weekend off.
Oh, you ain't got the old ball and chain?
What's the move,
maybe-
bro?
maybe-
I know a great bar and grill.
Oh.
Bro, and I get paid this Friday.
Bro, maybe we can order a pizza
Oh.
for the fight and then go out afterwards. We can
Hey, man, I'm down if you're down.
I'm down.
All right.
Anyway, all right. So let's say our YouTube comments. We got a comment from somebody you went to Hawaii with, Tony. I don't want to say his name because anonymity purposes. But he commented "young gunner" and put a little emoji with the sunglasses.
Ah, gotcha.
Hooded dude commented, "Good on you, Tony, for doing some surfing. I've also just come back from another surfing trip in the Canary Islands. My favorite spot ever. You work out a lot of muscles at once. Requires a lot."
Wait.
That is very true.
Who commented this?
Hooded dude.
And what did he say? Repeat it again.
It says
Good on
me.
you, Tony, for doing some surfing. Excuse me. I've also just come back from another surfing trip in the Canary Islands. My favorite sport ever. You work out a lot of muscles at once.
Basically
requires
saying
a
I'm
lot.
fit.
Are you hooded, dude?
He's Myron.
He probably is hooded dude.
Did you just comment?
Look, man, just because
Is that your burner account?
just because he has never commented while I'm in with you guys does not mean that I'm him. Just because you've never seen us in the same place.
Oh, and then and we had another comment from a few weeks ago from Momba, but we couldn't get to it because you had already left. So one of our friends, he actually used to call the show all the time.
Chester Cheetah.
Yeah, Chester Cheetah. Good job. Chester says, FYI, if you lease the iPhone with Sprint, you get a free upgrades every year.
Oh, good point. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm with T-Mobile now.
Anyway, so that's
Oh,
that.
so you're saying I could have got a new upgrade every year?
Well, you'd have to lease it, though.
He was leasing it.
Were
Yeah.
you leasing it?
I mean, they asked for it back.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, you were.
Because he was paying we talked about it. He basically bought that phone 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
there you
yeah,
go.
he could have gotten 2 upgrades
So I had the iPhone 6 for ever for no reason.
for no reason. You could just be like, give me a new one. And be like, okay, here you go.
Yeah, they would have had no choice.
But you chose to just pay for that iPhone 6.
Whatever. One day this iPhone R will be mine. All mine.
So anyway,
Back when they had the R9.
Yeah.
so I want to touch on something we talked about a few weeks ago. I know this gets Mamba's blood boiling.
I want to touch on you, bro.
Come over here right now. Because I saw this video. I saw this video when Tony and I recorded, but obviously I wanted to wait for Mamba to be here because I didn't want to show it.
Is it somebody dying?
No, I'm not Tony. I don't have videos of people dying.
It's not a snuff video.
It's not a stuff video. But this video is fucking hilarious. I play this dude a lot on our podcast, but this shit's hilarious, and I think Mamba will appreciate it quite a bit. It's about video games causing mass shootings. So I'm gonna pull it up here real quick, and I want to play this for Mamba more and the listeners because I think it's funny. This guy's fucking hilarious, and we've talked about this on the podcast. So here, let me go ahead and play this.
This garage rant is rated M for mature. Coming to you live in a living color from my compound here in Indianapolis. I'm American by birth, but Hoosier by the grace of God herself. It's the redneck y'all just love to hate. So by now, y'all seen that my president, Mr. Donald J. Trump, came out and said that all these video games is causing these mass shootings, and I couldn't agree more with Mr. President. You know, I just want to give out a sincere thoughts and prayers to whatever mass shooting we're talking about this week, and I say thoughts and prayers because I care, just not enough to actually do anything about this whole situation. You know, I say thoughts and prayers, that's like asking a stranger, hey, how you doing? You don't really care, but you just want to go through the motions, you know? Thoughts and prayers, you know, because if I actually cared, I'd say something like, I don't know, action and more action, you know, but since I don't really care, thoughts and prayers, and I use that one for everything, too. I type it in, I just type in on my phone, and it just types out thoughts and prayers. That's how much I use it, and I care, and I think, you know, whatever political party you're in, I think we can all agree that whether it's the Toledo, Ohio massacre or the Bowling Green massacre or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that we got a problem in this country. You know, it's with these mass shootings, and it's these goddamn video games, and it's pissing me off. You know, what do you got? You got Fortnite, you got Tomb Raider. That's what they called me in high school, by the way. Well, they called me the Womb Raider, but you get the idea. And what on flat Earth is going on? You know, you can shoot a guy, steal his car, drive it around, pick up a hooker, knock the bottom out of it, and she gets out of the car. Then you run her over with the car and get the money back. And I just read that you can do that in video games too. I know what y'all are thinking. The only way to stop a bad guy with an Xbox is a good guy with an Xbox. And really, instead of banning games, we should be making more of them so we can get the games in the hands of the good players so they can combat the bad players. But only that kind of backwards ass logic works with guns and nothing else. Look, the bottom line is that we got a mass shooting problem in this country, you know, and it's because of these video games. You know, why else would they give you a gun? Look at that gun right there. That gun comes with a video game system. I don't remember what game it's for, but it's the one where you duck hunt, and, you know, after about 5 or 6 rounds of missing all them ducks, and that dog pops up and laughs at your ass, I can see why somebody would want to take their AR-15 and do something bad, but that ain't the gun's fault. You know, don't blame the NRA, it's the N64. And that ain't the shooter's fault. Don't hate the player, hate the game. That's what I say. And unlike mental illness or guns, we actually need to do something about this situation, you know. I don't know, maybe we have a 3-day waiting period before you can even think about buying that video game, or maybe a written test before you get that Virtual Boy, or a practical test before you even turn that Atari on, or a background check before you get that ColecoVision, or insurance on that Dreamcast in case that Dreamcast ends up hurting somebody, or health requirements before you even get it that Super Nintendo, you know, and maybe every couple of years you just got to review all that stuff to make sure you can keep your gaming PC. You know, I'm not talking about video game control. I'm just talking about video game regulation. You know, I don't want to take them away from you, you know, until we get all that stuff. I'm done with you video games. I'm done. I don't let it in my house no more. I got about 30 hours left on Red Dead Redemption 2, but after that, I'm done. I ain't going to open carry a Game Boy no more. I ain't going to try to save no more princesses, even though she's in another goddamn castle every time you get to the end of the level. I'm not going to let little kids call me racial slurs on Xbox Live no more. And I'm damn sure I ain't going to have no more heart attacks on a Dance Dance Revolution machine. I'm done. So today I'm raising the emotional support beer to you, video game companies, because you're going to need it after this boycott. And as always, fuck the NFL and go Colts.
That was pretty good.
That was actually really good. You should have put that in our group chat.
No, I was waiting for the podcast before I put it out. It's going in the group chat next.
And make sure our good friend Pikachu.
Yep, you know he's going to listen to this.
He better listen to it.
Only that backward ass logic works for guns.
Only that backward ass logic only works for guns and nothing else.
Yeah, you got to get the good video game players.
Yeah.
And, you know, get the games in the hands of them to stop the bad video game players.
Exactly. So basically, like if Xbox Live is overrun by bullies, you got to get more video games out there in the hands of more people.
Right.
So you
Bully
can,
them.
And you,
Yeah.
so you can get the good bullies
Exactly.
to bully the bad bullies.
Exactly.
Because that backward ass logic only works with fucking guns.
What do you think, Mamba?
That was pretty clever. That guy's pretty funny.
He is funny. I think he's hilarious.
I wonder what his thought process is. Like, does he write it down?
He's
Does
probably
he-
sure he does. He's a comedian.
Or does he like just wing it?
I think he's straight off. I like to believe that it comes straight off the
old
dome.
dome.
Yep. I think it has a certain magic if you
Like
just believe
running
it.
water just pours out.
But yeah, how you feel about that, Mamba? Like video people calling for your video games.
It's silly, but also I guess Walmart they just banned.
They're
Hey.
gonna stop selling bullets.
Yeah, so I mean,
No, really?
Yeah.
I
You
thought,
didn't hear about that?
I thought they stopped promoting violent video games.
No.
Well, they did
Yeah,
originally.
originally.
And they got trolled.
No, but like as of yesterday,
yesterday.
they've announced that they're gonna stop selling certain types of bullets. Like they're gonna stop selling certain handgun bullets.
So
okay.
if I
The only
can't
I
get-
think the only thing they're gonna sell is like shells, maybe.
The only thing I sell is birdshot. No more buckshot.
Right. But like,
if I can't get my video games, you can't get your bullets
and our friend Pikachu was very heated
because
about
they have
it.
good prices on.
Yeah, he said they have fantastic prices, but now they're not going to sell it. He can't buy them anymore, and they're taking away his right as an American to buy cheap ammo. But as your brother stated, they're not taking away his right. They're a private company.
They can do whatever the fuck they want.
It doesn't
You know,
mean that-
I want to get Mr. Chu on the podcast because you guys have very different beliefs, and you guys always
who's
argue
you
it.
guys? Me and him, or us and him?
I am Switzerland, bro. Or which one is it?
Yeah, it's Switzerland.
Switzerland. I'm neutral. I,
Fucking pussy.
the only thing I like
Look at you
doing
are.
is instigating. I like throwing stuff in there because we got a group chat. It's like a political group chat.
We had to make a separate group chat because we got kicked out of the other group chat.
And-
for
So we
being
have
too political.
Yeah, we have a group chat, and yeah, we were getting too political, so we decided to create a political group chat,
which is nothing but politics.
and it turned into just red pilling, which is what it's aptly named, the red pilling group.
And somebody added me in there, and I don't really add my 2 cents, but I add stuff that's gonna make somebody upset, and then they'll start arguing. And then nobody notices that I don't comment for a while. And when I do, it's something stupid.
My favorite group is the one that my boy B Bash created for some reason to talk shit to me.
Yeah, that was weird.
and now it just became a total shit posting group. So I just post like the weirdest shit I find on the internet.
Also, your friend B Bash, I don't know if he listens to this, but he's super proud to be a nerd. Like when he was telling us, he's like,
When did you see him?
Huh?
When did you see
No,
him?
group chat.
Oh,
In
in the group chat.
This
No.
group chat that he added us to. I guess there's some controversy with Dragon Ball Z, and he was proud. He said, "We are making Dragon Ball Z,
Great again.
or no, trending on Twitter." I'm like, "That's cool. That's great. I'm happy for you."
It's because there's some controversy with, or not controversy, but people don't like that. They think that the English voice actors
No.
are ruining the dubbed version.
Not only it wasn't that. It was something that, but you didn't hear what happened.
No,
So the voice actors, there was leaked audio. I think there might have been video too of the voice actors of Dragon Ball Z saying some homophobic slurs.
oh yeah, okay.
So B Bash decided to let them hear his voice,
Our voice
our voice, and he made Dragon Ball
trending
on Twitter.
we made Dragon
We made it trending on
because when weebs unite, they have to listen.
Twitter. Also
For those that don't know, Junkyard, what's a weeb?
A dweeb?
No, a weeb.
I fucking know what
Look
a
it
weeb
up.
is.
That's our not Urban Dictionary word of the day is weeb.
We don't have those anymore.
We don't. But look up weeb on Urban Dictionary.
I forgot we used to do that.
Let's see. Weebos.
Weeb,
Urban
Urban
Dictionary.
Dictionary.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, it's actually not we. It's weeaboo.
It's a non-Japanese male who watches and is a fan of CGDCT anime, has a waifu pillow,
waifu.
whatever, and is obsessed with Japan. A weeb is always talking about how cute or kawaii his favorite characters are, claiming one of them to be his waifu.
Or senpai.
He occasionally uses Romanized Japanese words instead of English equivalents, such as kawaii instead of cute and baka instead of dumb or jerk. It has both meanings. Some of them also use Japanese honorifics. For example, when they attach the Chan honorific to names of people or characters they like to or find cute, or when they use Sama honorific to show they respect someone. What the fuck? Weebs call non-weebs normies. Weebs are harmless. They know they're disliked by many people, but they don't give a fuck because they know they're sugoi, which means is awesome. In Twitch, weebs will make heavy use of emotes such as Vohayo, Concha, Tihipelo, Punoko, and other weebs. What the fuck am I reading? This is fucking stupid.
Bro, you going to Japan, you need to know this.
I don't give a
You need
fuck.
to learn their language.
You can't go and not know weeb culture.
Whatever, fuck the weebs. Are you a weeb?
Oh yeah, I got a waifu.
It's pronounced waifu, you
Or,
ingrates.
Husbafu?
What the fuck?
Like husband?
No, that's for yaoi.
Exactly. Is that what your favorite?
Nope. I mean, nothing wrong with it. If you like it, you like it. That's no judgment here.
I don't know. I'm not hip with the weeb culture.
Well, then you're wasting your time going to Japan.
I've
Do you like subbed or dubbed?
what?
Anime.
I don't watch anime.
But if you had to pick, do you want to read the English?
Well, no. I don't watch anime, but
so
when
this
hold on, but when I watch content from other countries, I prefer it in the original dialect with subtitles, just because I want to hear the real voice. I want to, even though I don't understand it, I want to feel.
So you
what's
definitely
going.
would be a weeb.
I feel like your mom is wasting her time taking you to Japan.
She's not taking me. I pay for myself.
No, I just found out your mom is taking you to
She's
Japan.
not taking me. It was her idea.
So
but I'm taking
you know
myself.
that Junkyard's mom and his stepdad are taking him to Japan?
First of all,
I didn't know
he's
that.
not my stepdad.
I thought he was just going on his own, but apparently they're taking him.
They're not taking me. It was my mom's idea.
So she's
First
taking
of all, her boyfriend didn't even want to go. He's like, fuck that place. He's scared. He's scared of everything. He's a fucking scaredy cat.
But he'd be like the biggest guy there.
Yeah, but he's scared. He just doesn't like going. Well, now he's starting to broaden his horizons. Now he's starting to go places, but like he didn't want to go to a lot of places.
I'll be impressed when he wants to go to Mexico.
He doesn't want to go to Mexico. But anyway, but we were shocked that he actually said okay to Japan. But anyway, it's good for him.
Oh, so
he's
your mom's
broadening his
going?
horizon. Yeah,
Yeah.
She's the one that found the deal, and I was like, oh, let's
That's what
go.
I'm saying. His mom's taking him.
Oh,
She's not fucking taking me. I'm paying for myself.
Isn't his mom if ipso facto?
If she was paying for me, I'd say she's taking me, but she's not.
She's
So your mom decided to go to Japan, and then she decided to take you with.
She's chaperoning.
She's chaperoning you, so
She's not fucking chaperoning me.
because she's taking you. She's the one that told you about it.
Yeah, but she's not taking me. I am taking myself. I am paying for myself.
you-
I booked my own trip.
All right, big boy. That's what your mother wants you to
Did she like fill in all the fields and let you click enter?
She doesn't even know how to use a computer.
And you're like, oh, I'm doing it myself. It's kind of like when you go to the store and then you want to pay. So your mom gives you the $5. So then you hand the $5 to the cashier. And then the cashier hands you the change. And then you just hand the change to your mom. Is that how this whole trip
nope,
went down?
definitely not.
So your
I'm
mom's
paying with my own money.
So your mom's taking you to Japan. That's nice. That's nice of her. But I feel like she's wasting her time if you're not even a weeb.
She's not a fucking weeb.
She's probably a bigger weeb than you. You never know.
I'm sure she doesn't even know what anime is.
I mean, she's the one taking you
She
there.
probably,
so
if you show, if you
if
show her anime, she's like, isn't that just like cartoons?
if she came up with the idea to go and to take you, then obviously she is more enriched
No.
in Japanese culture than you are.
She's not. I listen to Dick Sticks and Mr. Roboto. Domo Orogato, Mr. Roboto.
So that's cool that your mom's taking you and her boyfriend.
Anyway, I don't watch anime. I've watched a few. I watch. I guess because my ex girlfriend made me. I watched Spirited Away.
Oh, that's a good one.
I watched.
Oh, so you actually watched some good ones.
What was the other one? Metropolis.
Okay.
Watched those two. Those were my ex girlfriend.
Wait, which one?
Which what?
Your
Which
ex-fiance
ex-girlfriend?
or before that?
No, before that.
Okay, because I would say there was no way she's gonna watch
The,
any of that
the one
shit.
with the big boobies and the no butt.
Oh yeah, okay.
The one that hated you and scratched your arm.
Yeah, she did. Like I needed a tetanus shot after that shit.
Her. She's the one that.
Because I wasn't sure if she had her shots.
She liked
so
anime.
I had to go to the fucking doctor.
See, you guys.
Kind of like you know how you fell through the floor and like
Yeah.
that was your leg was like right here on my arm.
I didn't know if any of the nails present were rusty.
Exactly.
So I had to.
I had to go to the doctor.
So you guys, she hated you, but you guys would have got along because she liked anime too.
That is true. We could have gotten along.
So I watched that with her when I was younger. I didn't know it was anime. I watched a little bit of Sailor Moon.
Okay.
I watched
Super Campeones.
I did watch in Mexico. I watched Super Campeones.
As the best soccer anime ever.
I watched Super Campeones only when I was in Mexico. I didn't watch it because they didn't have it here. Well, they probably did, but I didn't know where
Did
to
you
find
know
it.
that's where I first discovered Dragon Ball Z was?
In Mexico,
Yeah, I was just flipping through the channels one day trying to find something in English.
and it was in Spanish.
It was in Spanish, but I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, "This is crazy. There's nothing like this in the United States."
And I watched Caballeros del Zodiaco.
And then were you smitten?
I was after that. Then I started watching all of them.
Yeah.
Then it came out Toonami. I would watch every episode.
So yeah, I
And
watched.
then you finally watched Fusion Reborn. Like,
Yeah, that was a good one.
So Sailor Moon, Super Campeones, and Caballeros del Zodiaco. Those were my only like anime shows I've ever watched. And what are those called in English? Do you know? What's Super Campeones?
Captain Tsubasa.
And what's Caballeros del Zodiaco?
That one is. I don't remember that one. That one's like something weird.
But anyway, those are the only animes I watched. But I didn't. Like,
I want to say it was Ronin Warriors almost.
Oh yeah, with the
Was it?
armor
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it was
where they were
Ronin
like
Warrior.
different. Where they were different
colors.
No, you know what I mean. I might be
Different-
wrong. I think
Not
Ronin
different. They
Warriors
were Running Warriors wasn't that? I think I vaguely remember that one. That was a different one.
I think it's similar to. Now I gotta look it up. 'Cause-
But anyway, those are the only animes I've ever watched. I'm not a big fan of animes. I never got into them. Those were the only one I've watched like more through was when I was a kid was Sailor Moon.
Saint Seiya,
Oh, okay.
Knights
That
of
one.
the Zodiac. That's
Yeah, that one. Yeah, Power Rangers. That was Japanese. I mean, that's pretty much about it.
I used to watch like a shitload of anime in Mexico. Like, I wanted
Mexicans love anime,
Yeah, they're bigger weebs than we are.
but yeah, except they don't use those words.
They use otaku.
No, it's taco.
No,
It's different.
no. There's even a song by that one chick, La Cumbia del Otaku.
Oh, I think I heard that one.
Yeah, I posted it on the. I think it's time to post it again.
Anyway, so yeah, those are. I'm not into anime. I've never gone to anime. I never watched Dragon Ball Z.
Right. Well, tell your mom.
I never watched-
She's wasting her time taking you to Japan.
I never watched whatever the fuck else you guys watch. I don't know. What
You,
bullshit
you should
guys
watch Full Metal Alchemist
No,
That's a good
no,
one.
Brotherhood.
I'm good.
You could be better though.
No. Anime is for weebs and children.
I feel like you need to immerse yourself if you're gonna go to
In the
Japan.
Japanese culture.
I'll watch other Japanese shit that is not anime.
Like what?
They have tons of stuff. I don't know. Fucking movies. Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift.
Whoa,
That was a great movie.
I'll watch that a bunch of
it just
times.
blew my mind.
I'll watch.
You're gonna watch Lost in Translation?
Yeah, I'll watch The Last Samurai
Oh,
with Tom Cruise. That's a great movie. I'll watch
Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor. Yeah, that's a good one too. I'll watch. There's a very not well known movie that's fucking fantastic with Christopher Lambert. Do you guys know who Christopher Lambert is?
No, who's that?
The guy from Highlander?
Yeah, the guy from Highlander. He was Raiden in the original Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, you talked about this movie before.
The Hunted. He's in Japan. So I'll give you the basis. So Christopher Lambert
You know
is a
what's fu-
businessman in Japan. Okay, listen to this.
You
This
know
is
what's
fucking
really
amazing.
funny? Not too long ago, my boss was like, "Have you ever?"
Wasn't he Kill Bill?
No, that's
No, that's David Carradine.
yeah.
Anyway, you were saying your boss?
My boss was like, "Have you ever seen The Hunted?" I was like, "No." And he showed me the trailer. He's like, "Doesn't that look good?" And I was like, "No."
So the trailers from the 90s look terrible.
No, not at all. That doesn't look-
Well, there's another Hunted. There's a Hunted with Benicio del Toro.
No, he showed me the one with Christopher
It was
Lambert.
fucking. It's fantastic. It's on my Plex. It's fantastic. So the basis is this businessman. He's in from Japan, right? Or no, he's in Japan
It's
from
a
the United
very
States.
80s movie.
It's 90s.
Whatever.
He's in Japan, right, for a business trip. He meets this woman at a bar, and like I said, no spoilers here. Okay, this is even the trailer. She gets killed by ninja, and he witnesses it, and the ninja tried to kill him, but he didn't die. So now the last living samurai try to help him evade the ninjas. It's a fantastic movie. You got to watch it.
I'll put it on my list.
Samurais versus ninjas with American white savior movie. Fantastic.
All right, I'll put it on my list.
Kind of
because
like
I will watch it only because you recommend it, and I have an open mind. If somebody recommends something, I'll check it out, even if it's not my tempo. I'm not like you, Junker, and you're like, no, I don't want to watch it.
I've watched all sorts of shit. You recommend Suits?
No, you don't watch Full Metal Alchemist. I recommended
No.
that.
Because you still haven't watched anything I've recommended. I've
I
recommended
watched
like
everything you
no,
recommended.
you haven't.
What have you recommended? Have I not watched?
Tons of shit.
Like what?
What was the last thing I don't even know because the last thing I recommended was a while ago that you didn't watch.
I'm pretty sure I did watch it.
Did you watch? Have you ever watched? What was the last thing I recommended? I don't even fucking remember anymore.
Cobra Kai, and you watched it.
Yeah, I watched it.
But you didn't watch it because I recommended it.
Yes, you did.
No, you didn't. You watched it
I
because
would never watched it.
yeah, you would have.
Yeah, I probably would have. And I think I did, but whatever. But yeah, anything you recommend, I watch.
Did you ever? What was the one with Manny Moore? The show that was big or is
Walk
big?
to Remember.
No, a TV show.
The one where they cry all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it.
43 meters down.
No, not that one. Whatever the show is, I forgot the name of it now. It's having a
This
brain
Is
fart.
Us.
This is us.
Yeah, I started watching it.
You started watching it, but you didn't watch. See, that's the thing. Tony watches one
That
or
show
two
is
episodes.
whack.
No, it's not. It's fantastic. I'm like not caught up. I'm like 2 seasons behind, but
Well, you're like, okay, so then you.
well, because I haven't had time. But I've watched the first 2
Why I haven't
seasons.
had time? Don't lamb
I've watched the
me.
first. You've only watched like 1 or 2 episodes.
Yeah, you're right. I did.
Same thing with the Flash. How many other? How much?
Oh, I've watched the whole first season of The Flash.
Okay, you're still like 4 seasons behind.
That show sucks.
That show's fantastic.
It was actually pretty good. I like it. I've seen more of the Arrow, and I like Flash way better.
Yeah, Flash is way better. It's starting to go downhill now, but I think from what I heard, they're getting a new writer, so new showrunner, so it might be going back up. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. I've recommended other shows that you have not watched.
Like what?
I don't know. I don't remember, but
Exactly.
I remember because I stopped recommending shit,
No, everything you've watched,
and I've watched everything you
anything-
did. But because I started recommending, you stopped. You haven't watched those, so I'm not going to take any more of your recommendations till you start.
Yeah, you can't
taking
name-
some of my
you can't name any of them.
I just named one. This Is Us. Catch up, and then
No, but
I'll
see,
watch
here's the
your
thing.
next
Here's the thing. Like,
recommendation.
okay, I may not watch it in its entirety, but I give it a chance.
Dark. Have you watched Dark? I recommended that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
I would have watched it if you recommended it.
No, you did.
But see, the thing is, like, if you recommend it, I'll give it a chance. I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. See, you're like, you won't even give it a chance.
What else did I did recommend something recently to both of you
So
fuckers.
that's what I'm saying.
I recommended Green Book. You just watched it like recently,
Look, my
and
argument,
it's just because you were on a plane with nothing better to do.
but my argument is that like, if you recommend something, like, yeah, I may not watch the entire thing, but I'll give it a chance. If I recommend something to you, you won't even give it a chance.
What is Full Metal Alchemist? Is it a movie or is it a show?
It's a show.
Show. There's some movies, I think.
But watch Brotherhood
The fuck is Brotherhood?
because they're
Where am I gonna find all this bullshit?
Netflix.
Netflix.
It's all on Netflix.
Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood.
I'm not gonna watch both. It's one or the other. You pick.
No, but watch Brotherhood because you
Is that a
watch
show
it-
or is that a
It's a
movie?
show. It's a show. You're gonna
Well,
you're gonna
one
love it.
How many
one
episodes is it?
One is Full Metal Alchemist, and then they rebooted it.
And it's
Kinda.
like, and it's like I think it's better.
Full Metal Alchemist.
I mean, I love both of
Brotherhood.
them, but Brotherhood was like awesome.
Which one? So I'm only watching one episode and then I'll go from there. How's that?
It's fine. Fair enough.
We'll see.
Moving on. What time is it?
This
Because
is
I
not
gotta
an
get out
anime
of here.
podcast. All right, let's go. Let's move on.
This is supposed to be quick and dirty. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
it's 2 hours long already.
No, it's not. We're not even at 2 hours yet.
How long is it?
1 hour and 40 minutes.
Okay, it's long enough.
No, because Pale's gonna get mad. Here, let's go ahead. Let's do.
He has other problems, like his truck weighs too much.
Yeah, he does. Pale's got other issues right now.
Let's do our quick news real quick because we got it from our boy Bernard. He's like our designated crazy news person now. Florida man threatened to chop man with machete for not flushing toilet. He said this reminded him of you, Momba.
He should have flushed the toilet.
A Florida man was arrested after threatening to chop a person with a machete over an unflushed toilet. We've all been there. You walk into a toilet, be it in your home or a public bathroom, and someone hasn't had the decency to get rid of their pee or poo. Mamba. Keith Mounts, 46 of Hudson, appears to have taken the lack of bathroom etiquette very seriously. He was detained last weekend, August 24th, after allegedly pointing the large knife at the victim's head and saying he would chop them. An arrest report obtained by the Smoking Gun outlines that the incident occurred in the garden of the suspect's Becky Lane home. While Mounts initially told police he was defending himself, he later couldn't provide a reason as to why he would need to. He then provided the officers with a short written statement. Shit happens. The arrest report notes the defendant intentionally and unlawfully threatened to do violence to the victim. The defendant had an apparent ability to do so and did point a machete at the victim's face, which created a well-founded fear in the victim that such violence was imminent. It's not clear at the moment what the relationship is between the suspect and the victim, nor is it confirmed who forgot to flush the toilet. A Pasco Sheriff's Office spokesperson told Newsweek, the suspect didn't flush, and when the victim called him on it, the suspect threatened him with a machete. After Mounts was taken into custody, he was transferred to Land O'Lakes Detention Center, where he was charged with felony assaults. Mounts, who according to the jail filing was born in Ventura, California, was held on a $5,000 bond. As far as recent Florida incidents go, it's actually relatively tame. Earlier this month, a man was arrested after castrating someone he met on a dark web fetish site for eunuchs.
Holy fuck.
Is-
That is an oddly specific
Yeah.
like criteria for a site.
It's not all grim. A young Florida boy had such an insatiable pizza craving that he called 911 and the police actually delivered. Hey, mom, we should try that sometime. If you're
I think I might get arrested.
if you're confronted with an unpleasant toilet bowl, maybe a stern request for the person to flush next time would be more sensible than wielding a machete. That's hilarious. So for some reason that reminded Bernard of you. Anyway, let's get
I
to
don't know why. I never like took a shit in his house.
Wake the fuck up.
get to our gripes. Tony.
Life is good.
Yeah, life is really good actually.
Yeah.
Why?
Surf's up.
You just got back from the island?
Hey man, when you once you become accustomed to the island life, all your troubles just float away.
You're full of shit. Actually, no gripes at all? Nothing?
I mean, I was just on vacation. I came back, and I get paid this Friday. I mean,
Life is good, brah.
life is good, man. I'm debating.
Wake the
I'm debating
fuck
on
up.
if I should buy my Apple Watch now,
Oh, you should get one.
or should I wait till
You
Friday?
should get one that has like the band is beads like this.
I'm trying to get the one the
Or shark teeth.
I'm trying to get the Hermes. The one that's like $1,500
Why?
because it has an Hermes band.
That's stupid
It's
as fuck.
ex-
That's a waste. You sound like icky.
First of all, that is an insult because you're right. I do sound stupid as fuck, and no, I would never do that. What I would do is I would buy an Apple Watch, but I would buy a fake Hermes band for like $30 off of like some fucking bootleg ass website.
And nobody would know, right?
Nobody would fucking know. And if they say, "Is that real?" I'd be like, "No, it's fucking fake."
Yeah.
I would rather
What's it to you?
see.
Like Mamba's Jordans.
There you go.
See, that's why I respect Mambo. And the thing is, I would do the same thing. Like I have no problem with it's like, oh, like if I buy bootleg shit and people say like, oh, is it bootleg? I'm like, fuck yeah. I would rather you think I wear bootleg shit than you think I spent an exorbitant amount of money
Yeah.
on some fucking bullshit ass clothes.
And
or
if somebody
shoes.
judges like, oh, how can you wear fake shit? Like, are you gonna buy me the real thing?
Exactly.
No?
Then
Get
shut
the
the fuck up.
Fuck out of my face, bro.
You actually made me come up with a gripe, and I didn't have one until now. Good job, Tony.
That's what I do, man.
Mamba, what's your gripe?
It's called synergy.
My gripe is this podcast is too long.
Okay, that's it.
Yes. No. My real gripe, I'll do it really quick, is video games. My gripe is,
What?
when did it become cool to play video games? Like, I was on Instagram the other day, and like all these kids that are making money and becoming famous and sleeping with beautiful women because they're like in FaZe Clan or 100 Thieves and they have businesses.
What's Phase in 100 Thieves? Fortnite?
It's like esports.
Yeah, the
Oh.
game, they sponsor like video game players,
Right.
and they wear their gear. That's not what video games about.
Well, I think
You know what video games are about? Being socially awkward and not getting pussy
Video games is about
and not being rich.
Video games are about grabbing a group of your friends that ain't got shit to do on a Friday
Like
night.
playing Halo?
Because you're all
Yeah.
losers, and you all just get together, get some pizza, play some multiplayer, and talk about how you get bitches, even though none of you get any.
Nope.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
That is your Friday night.
Now people who play video games, they like get 1W in Fortnite. They're fucking hanging out with Logan Paul. Makes me sick.
I think you could blame Twitch for that.
They-
All
they-
social media and like
They-
Twitch and shit.
They
like
win
that.
one victory royale, and they're hanging out with celebrities.
Yeah.
YouTube, Twitch, I think, and like any type of social
Bro,
media have.
what about Mixer?
Whatever. Have that fuck Mixer. Those all have made that society what it is today.
I hate it.
Yep.
Back in my day, it wasn't cool to play video games.
Fuck no, you're a loser. What are you
Now
gonna, hey,
you-
Mamba, what are you gonna do after school?
Play Halo.
Fucking
Nerd.
loser, nerd.
Oh,
Now it's like, what do you do after school? Oh, I might go work out. Oh, you're gonna play games?
yeah.
Fucking loser.
You're not gonna stream on Twitch.
Yeah, everybody's fucking streaming on Twitch now. It makes me sick.
I want to stream on
How
Twitch.
do we stream on Twitch?
I want to
I
stream.
don't
on
want to
Twitch.
fucking stream on
I'm
Twitch.
actually saying this is my great, but I'm jealous because I want to do that. I want to get
You
famous.
can. It's not that hard.
Yeah, but I think I've already past that point.
Oh.
I'm 31 years old.
If anybody here
Nobody wants to see me.
can
anymore.
stream on Twitch, it's Tony.
Why, Tony?
Because he's good at video games.
I mean, I am pretty good.
At certain video games, not all video games.
It doesn't
Fuck is wrong with you?
And I have the charisma.
Am I not good at video games?
I mean,
I've never seen you play, but I know Tony is good for a fact.
I'll fuck you up in Dead or Alive right now.
I doubt that.
All right, turn this off. Let's go.
You don't have time.
Let's run it.
turn this off. Fired up. I'm about to call my girlfriend. Tell her I'll be late.
Yeah.
I bet you can't beat Tony in Dead or Alive.
Probably not, but
And you bet you can't beat him in Dragon Ball or Smash Brothers or any
I had to
fighting
go to
game.
bed. I had to go to bed.
I had to suddenly go to bed in the middle of the match. That's why you rage quit.
You probably can beat him in Apex Legends, though.
I'm sure, but that's yeah, I'm sure. That's because I play that almost every day.
Right. But you can't beat him in any fighting game, I bet.
Give me if I really dedicated it,
No.
it would probably probably not anymore. Plus, he had Dragon Ball Fighter Z like way before I did. I didn't get it till like 6 months after.
Fine.
I
Next time there like one of those big like fighting games comes out, you buy it first, practice, let him buy it, then see if he beats you.
Yeah, I'll give you a 6-month buffer.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds fair.
Anyway, all right, good, great, Momba. I agree with you.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
My gripe has to do since Mom just got back from Mexico and Tony's just brought up that whole bullshit Apple Watch, the whole brand is in Mexico. Everybody has this like here in the U.S. I feel we're not like some people are like this, but not everybody is like this whole thing of brands. Everything's got to be brand.
Yeah, in Mexico, they're more they're a lot
Brand
more,
conscious.
like a lot.
Yeah, like I'm wearing a Michael Kors shirt and it says fucking Michael Kors right here.
Yeah.
Or like I'm
Like,
wearing Armani Exchange and I'm
And
wearing
everything has to be like
brand name.
and
Emblazoned on your fucking
on like hats and shoes.
yeah, everything. Everything's got to say brand, and it's got to be a big brand. Don't be coming with that fake shit I never heard of. All right, nobody's ever heard of what's a pretty big brand? Well, not big brand, but like a decent brand that's not that big. Like
Izod.
not Izod, like Perry Ellis.
Oh, okay.
Perry Ellis is it's a
Nautica.
designer brand, but nobody's heard of that shit in Mexico. I'm talking about like Calvin Klein. You got to be Calvin Klein, Michael Kors.
Michael Kors, Burberry.
Yeah, shit like that. And that fucking drives me crazy because here, we're all about buying cheap shit. At least a lot of us are. Not everybody, but there's like a big percentage of like, hey man, dude, are those Michael Kors shoes? Yeah, man, I bought them on sale for like $12.
Yeah.
At the fucking
Or I got 'em on-
at the flea market.
Got them on clearance.
Yeah. Like, oh man, that's cool. Like, or like you said, oh, Mama, are those real Jordans? No, bro.
Like, fuck no, these were like this much, but they look real though. Like,
Right?
they look
they're
pretty good.
Yeah. See?
Where can I get a pair?
Yeah. Where like in
Send
Mexico,
me a link, bruh.
like in Mexico, all they do is sell fake shit, but nobody really buys it. Well, only the poor people buy it. But like people look down on them, like, oh, that shit's fake. Like, no, man, look at this. This is real. Like these are real Michael Kors shirts.
You know what I say to those people? I'm like, you live in a fucking hut.
Right. So my gripe is on those
Your
people.
roof is made out of aluminum siding.
And my wife when she came over, she wasn't that bad, but she did like some certain brands. Now she's gone the opposite way now because she's been here 2 years now. So she's like, oh man, I'm going to the clearance section. We're going to Marshall. We're going to the fucking. We're going to the thrift store. We're going somewhere cheap.
I just think it's like
Cheap.
Personally, I'm all about I like certain brands.
Right. Everybody likes some certain brands.
Everyone's got their preferences, but I don't know. There's just something about getting a deal
Yeah.
that is just like
So
a deal is a fucking deal.
Right.
that's true.
Like I'm trying to think when I think the last time I paid. Actually, I didn't really pay full price, but the last time I bought anything retail, I think I bought like some gym shoes. I bought some running shoes. Like usually I just go to I'll go to Marshalls and whatever the fuck they have on clearance, I'll buy that. But I'm like, fuck it. Like I guess I'll finally one of my friends like just get a decent pair of fucking shoes. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? You're right. Fuck it.
Yeah.
So I went to Dick's. I spent like I got a $20 coupon though. So that was nice. But regular price is like $140 for some Under Armour running shoes. And they're fucking awesome. Worth every penny. But yeah.
Yeah. That's my gripe. It's not about the brands. It's about how cheap you paid for the brands. That's what I'm saying, right?
Exactly.
Motherfuckers!
Exactly.
Wake the fuck up.
Like if I do get an Apple Watch, I'm probably gonna buy it on Amazon because it's $15 cheaper, which is not much, but
nothing Apple's ever on sale.
But nothing Apple is ever on sale.
Yeah.
So if I buy it on Amazon, it's actually cheaper, and I get 5% back.
You should
because I
buy it
use
from
my-
the Chinese Apple.
Yeah, why don't you buy a fake Apple Watch? You'd be really cool if you bought one of those. That looks like a real Apple Watch. like a really good quality knockoff.
You know what? I would do that, but I actually do like the functionality of it. like I actually plan on using the functionality of the watch. I don't just want to buy just the flex. I want to buy just the band to flex, the Hermes band. So that I will definitely buy in Chinatown.
You actually want the heart rate monitor and stuff like that.
Anyway, all right, let's get to our questions. Someone's got to get out of here.
The appropriate question is, where in the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Dear Tony and Momba, it seems I've run into a problem. I'm a latecomer to the dating scene. I started out having my female friends set me up with some of their friends. To me, I feel like we really hit it off. But when my girlfriends fill me, my girlfriends, not like his real girlfriend, like his female friends, fill me in.
I'm not. You don't have to read it anymore. This guy's obviously gay.
Hold up, bro.
No. I mean, I'm not judging. It's 2019. When no straight guy says my girlfriends, that's a gay guy thing. I never said like a girl who's a friend of mine. I like never referred to her as my girlfriend.
Anyway.
Yeah, like I have two female friends that I'm really close with, like almost like my best friends, and I'm gonna say like, oh, my girlfriends. I'm hanging out with my girlfriends.
Yeah.
Who the fuck said no?
Well, he said female friends at first, then he said girlfriends afterwards.
Exactly.
But he put them in quotes.
Yeah,
So it's cool. Anyway.
to let you know that he bashed for their team, which is cool. Hey, like Mamba said, it's 2019. No one gives a fuck anymore.
Anyway, fill me in. It always seems to come down to the same thing. Apparently, I come off as one of those guys who think going old school is a good way to get in the girl's pants. Let me explain. Despite the fact that I recently turned 21, on paper, I sound like an old man. I'm the kind of guy who listens and enjoys Frank Sinatra along with the rest of the Rat Pack. I wear collared shirts, and I never leave the house without my trademark fedora.
Oh, my God.
My movie collection includes classics like Singing in the Rain and The Godfather. I'm also the guy who nurses a glass of scotch while my friends are downing shots and pints. I also think a good way for a guy's night is sitting around a table with drinks and playing poker. When on a date, I'm polite as I can be. I push the lady's chair in and out and pay for everything. In short, I put the old in Old Spice. So what do I do?
Don't
Well,
ruin an Old Spice name like that.
What do I do? While I'm willing to admit that when I think suave men, I get pictures of Sinatra, Gene Kelly, Sammy Davis Jr., etc. I'm not using it as a hook. It just happens to be me. I mean, it's not like I'm a person who does all this ironically. What can you guys prescribe? An older man.
I prescribe older women because
Throw that fedora in the dumpster.
no, before you throw it, light it on fire, just so there is no chance that you ever go back.
Yeah. I don't know. It just okay. When a guy wears a fedora, there's a inclination that there's a stereotype that he's on 4chan a lot.
He's a twat.
Yeah, calls women "milady."
I forget which one's the fedora. Is the
It's like the one that Boots always wears.
It's like
okay, gotcha. Yeah,
a detective hat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dick Tracy hat.
I guess if it's your style, I can't really knock
But see,
it.
here's the thing. Like, unfortunately, he happens to live in an era where all of that shit that he just described happens to befall on a certain demographic, and that demographic is a group that nobody likes.
Incels have
Exactly. Incels. For those who don't know, Junker, what is an incel?
involuntary
celibate.
Oh,
Basically losers.
okay.
So these losers that are involuntarily celibate, they'll wear fedoras. They'll quote unquote. I'm saying quote unquote
Boots
because,
used to wear a fedora all the time, and he's not an incel.
but that's different because see, he generally that was his style. But I'm saying like there's a large group, like the people that do it just as a front, as an act, far outweigh the ones that genuinely.
They usually will have Facebook pictures of them with their sword and knife collection.
They'll talk about drinking like our buddy Dr. Cologne. He genuinely does like cigars and whiskey. But there
I
are
think he's more of a tequila man. But anyway,
Yeah. But
anyway, irregardless. But there's a lot of twats out there that just say they like it just because they want to be different.
They
Because
want to be cool.
They want to see more culture. Like, oh, I'll be more cultured if I like cigars or if I like whiskey or if I wear a fedora.
They think they're a better person because they're an atheist.
Yeah.
And if you believe otherwise,
So maybe a lot of the girls that he's hanging out with are getting that vibe from him. They might think, okay, this guy's just being a twat. Like like nobody fucking likes fedoras, you know?
Dick Tracy likes fedoras.
Exactly, but that was back in 19
whatever.
30.
whatever. Yeah, it's 2019, bruh.
So I mean, I'm not gonna say to change who you are if that's who you.
I'm
really
just
are.
saying. I'm just saying that these girls that you're being hooked up with are definitely not your demographic.
Yeah, you got to find a girl who probably likes those things. I'm sure there.
Go to find. So, okay, so you're 21. Find a local. Not or don't have to be local. Search your area, and look for like a nice speakeasy style bar.
Oh, there you go.
You will clean up house. For example, in Chicago, we have a place called Untitled, and it's like it's a whiskey bar, and it looks super old school, like a speakeasy, and it's an older.
He'd fit right in.
He would fit right fucking in. Nobody would bat an eye. He would be like he'd
In
clean
heaven.
up. He would clean up.
Yeah, you can go there, start great conversations about
Talk about Frank Sinatra and Sammy
about
Davis
how
Jr.
people who go to church are beneath
I've been
you.
there. I've been there, and I've met like older
women?
that are attractive, and I'm pretty sure that I could have done something. Like, and if I could do it, I'm pretty sure a dude wearing a fedora, drinking whiskey, can definitely do it. Because I was not wearing a fedora.
Wear your nicest fedora, a bowling shirt,
Ah,
a
nice
pair
touch.
of cargo pants,
Nice touch.
preferably cargo shorts, and flip flops. That'd be the perfect look for you.
Mm-hmm.
Those are commonly referred to as neck beards.
Anyway, so that's it. That's your advice.
The basement dwellers.
The basement dwellers, yeah. At which we are currently residing in right now. So
which all three of us are at the moment.
All right, I guess
That's it.
that's good advice. I guess I don't know anything about this guy besides that. It does seem kind of loserish to me, but whatever. I don't know. I haven't gone on a date.
If
in like
that's your
4
thing, like
years.
there's nothing wrong with that. I'm saying the thing is like he's definitely being set up with the wrong
Wrong
type
chicks.
of girls. Yeah.
Maybe.
there's somebody for everybody. I'm sure you'll find somebody that enjoys your particular style.
Yeah. Have you guys ever seen like My 600-Pound Life?
Yeah.
Mama
There's-
lives it every day.
Ooh, I was definitely not gonna go there at all.
Let's
but-
get the fuck out of here. Okay, turn this off. I gotta go, guys.
Oh,
Like
man.
Like us on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Facebook.com.
Anyway, hold on. What I was gonna say is that if you see My 600-Pound Life, none of those motherfuckers are single, so
Yeah.
you can definitely find someone.
There's always somebody for someone.
I mean, Junkyard just took it to a whole new level.
yeah, that was uncalled for. I wish you had that same energy with your gym teacher.
The same bravado
Yeah.
when you were getting bullied.
All right, I gotta get out.
Like
of
us
here.
on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at New Kids in the Pod. See us on Instagram, also at New Kids in the Pod. Subscribe to us, iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spotify, YouTube, everywhere. Shoot us an email, newkidsinthepod@gmail.com, or leave us a voicemail, 77440-NKOTP. In a world
full of Mexicans, wear your best branded gear, right?
I guess.
Authentic.
Yeah, authentic branded gear.
All right.
That's the only thing I can think of. All right.
We will probably check you out next week, right, guys?
Yeah, I'll be here.
All right, guys. Kissies on your dickies.